Hey everybody, how's it going? Um I haven't opened this shit in so long that oh okay. That my tracking literally actually just like stopped working. How are you doing, Destiny? How are you doing? How is today treating you? Um okay. Oh, there we go. All right. It seems like everything is good. Um there we go. So, what are we gonna do today? The idea is actually quite simple. The We're actually going to be doing a Limbus company because the thing is that I tried to avoid spoilers as much as I could for the Limbus company new event, and I actually want to low key try and get the one. Yeah, definitely had a break. The Well, if that is called a break, have you seen the oh, have you seen the meme that it's like, did you get anything done? No. Did you rest? No. Were you at least easy on yourself with about that? No. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened with me on the last 2 weeks that I was not streaming. Uh, but it's fine. It's fine. Stuff like that happens. What we have to do, well, is have to pick up yourself from the ground, right? So, well, and the best way to do so is with a game that this fucking game, bro. I'm not kidding. This game, I have been playing it religiously. Oh my god. I don't know. I feel like I have to get like one game, and it was either like League. Well, I think it's a combination right now of League of Legends and this game. I was just like, I cannot like think these days. I'm just like passing time, and what I use is these two games. So I've been actually getting a lot. The news. What are the news about Limbo's company? What happened? Did something happen with Project Moon? Alright, let me see. Oh, like of like I was. Oh, I was like, like, oh, you're saying that if I said that, if I said like, did you hear the news about Limbo's company, and like something wild happened? No, 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 no. Yeah. uh, yeah, yeah. Like it actually kind of sounds like if I was have said that, but no. This shit, fucking music. This music is way too much for me right now. I cannot deal with that. Yeah, Limbo's company. We're gonna be playing some Limbo's company tonight. We're gonna make a queen. We're gonna literally raise a queen right now. I got the horseman as well. Like I actually got the. I saw that you got two of them actually. I only got one, and I've been leveling him up, but just like I have to say a little bit. No, it was not that it was too hard. It's just that low key, no high key, and like what it was. It's just that I felt completely and utterly like unfunny and like un entertaining. So I was like, and like stuff in my life happened and like made it worse. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't want to stream anymore. uh so yeah, but like I came back. And we're good. We're good for the moment. Everything seems to be fine. Let me open this one again.
께서는 이제부터가 본격적인 정의 집행의
And oh my god,
시작일 테니까
the distraction being fucking Ishmael, bro. I have bygone days. I don't even remember where I got bygone days, but I got bygone days. Yeah, look at my boy. I already got 50 of the of these ones, but I need the 150, so I actually need the... I'm going to go with the event and get it from those, you know? Like Lumba's company list, so like on my friend list?
퇴근할 수 없다.
How do I get? Friends? How do I know which one it is, bro? It's so hard to know. Which one is you? Oh, you're this one. Okay, let's see. Company. Oh, interesting. This is your list. You got the... this little sister? Okay. Wild Hunt. Okay, you really like Don Quixote, and just for that I'm actually just it's high up. Just because you have all of Don Quixote and you have the N4 one. Specifically on this one you get high points, and then you have high praise. Oh. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Yeah, she's up type 4 as well. I saw that, I was like, yeah, nice. 8 out of 10. Needs a Queenie. Needs Queenie and it will be a 10 out of 10.
밤이 되었지만 퇴근할 수 없다니.
Alright. Shall we? The family hierarchy's proof. Oops. The hall was chilled with a tense air, and those present outside in complete silence. And there was Yaji Chun, with her lips slightly curled into a mirthless sneer. And at the center of it all sat Yaji Chun, unsure of what to say next. Well, everyone. Yaji Chun started next to the hierarchy seat upon which Xing Shun sat, smoothly takes control of the situation and begins the assembly. Other heads of the houses, lords of each family, their proxies, members, and acknowledging our awkward presence. And a little searching for guests who stay here. Our H Corp seem to be extended without a foreseeable end. Shouldn't she technically from Q Corp? What's up with her acting like she's any less from an outsider than we are? Yeah, did everyone catch that our H Corp? Oh yeah, she's just like slowly but like surely like she is a top tier gaslight girl boss manipulator. So you know that she is gonna have something up her sleeves. Me with 3 cards of Uno stuck up my ass, that's literally the vibe that she gives. Regardless of everything else, the fact that she hijacked the meeting from the get-go so ridiculously, especially with Yashin-Chun, the family character herself, presiding over this official assembly. Clearly she's using the pretense of assisting the hierarchy to assert her own dominance over these proceedings. As we're all aware, Venerable former Yamu has always discussed with an confident in me about the matters of greatest import, the monumentousness of which steered the very course of H Corp's prospects. Even after I departed the family for Q Corp, Venerable former Yamu always had granted missives to confer such matters with me. Okay. Something about it smells suspicious, but we already missed the window to challenge her to pretend us with proof without breaking decorum. Breaking decorum? I don't know. We have broken decorum multiple times, haven't we? Well, I guess not publicly, so I guess, you know, yeah. What a grandiose and self-important introduction. It seems clear to me that she considered herself to be the main character of this scene. Or something. You got here something that benefits your station. Lord, Lady Yokchun, we're all impressed by your utmost dedication to the citizenry of Hongwan, despite your already saturated schedule. We can only thank you enough for your magnanimity, Lady Yangchun. My parents, a true shame that they couldn't be here, always sung praises of your expertise, Lady Yangchun. Responses from the participants are just as proactive, only obscures instead of accurate. As heads of some of the houses were under investigation for consorting with the forces foreign to Hong Kong. Their backyard was filled by their children's generation, many of whom had the pleasure of meeting during the family heroic war. Very well, then shall we? Welcome here, Genshin, the next person to sit up on the seat of Howon's family home. Greetings, I am... Now let us begin. For many years, all those who have gathered here have toiled day and night for the eternal prosperity and growth of H-Corp. Yashington's expression immediately sours as Yanchu unceremoniously cuts off her self-introduction. First up on the agenda for this assembly are urgent discussions on passages of our neo-major policy, items that have been tabled for far too long. Oh, wait. I'm back. Okay, again from the top. First on the agenda for this assembly are urgent discussions and passages of new major policy items that have been tabled for far too long. Distribute contribution rights auctioning policy, quarterly amnesty policy. Hold on, Big Six Yunshin. Doesn't the distributed contribution rights auction policy would allow the open auction for any remaining rooms the day before reconstruction days, and the quarterly amnesty wouldn't do anything but give unfair advantages to certain families and high net worth individuals by guaranteeing them larger real estate assignments, regardless of their performance in the previous quarters. Oh shit, she's actually knowledgeable. She has insane knowledge. Okay, wow. Yeah, she stutters a little flustered before continuing. My point is, these policies are going to rattle H-Corp's economy the moment they go into effect. Besides, the policies were pretty much drawn to favor lining the pockets of a select few families and high-ranking officials of H-Corp.
If I might, venerable hierarch, lining the pockets? That is quite an odd turn of phrase to refer to the bare minimum of respect that society might repay to its highest contributing members, don't you think?
Before we continue, I'm not entirely certain if you're aware, but ever since the ascension of the new family hierarch, the perceived value of Hongwan has been raised into the, for lack of a better word, rock bottom. Well, I think that's a little bit of your problem, guys. Yeah, like, I think the actual, like, what Shinchun is saying might affect why it's at the rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? So... Related this much in Hongwan's concern, it's like a faith in the newly appointed family home. Therefore, it naturally follows our most urgent task at hand is to put a stop to this value and reputation free fall and restore prosperity and the greatness to Hongwan once again. Yeah, okay, and that's the family heritage job, right? Why are you... If you had pursued H-Corp articles of association, you would have known that should H-Corp be deemed to be in a state of crisis, the four great houses and the board of directors' voice may also carry de facto power in the assembly. And the board of directors, that's us, has determined that we are now in a state of crisis. State of crisis? What crisis? Everything that led to my ascension to the family hierarchy was legitimate, down to the final approval. These unseemly rumors and slander are taking our value, which we have built upon assiduously throughout years upon years of toil. So what is this? Not a state of crisis, if not a state of crisis? And whom would have doubted the family hierarchy's qualities when this decline has coincided precisely with her ascension? Jingshun was somehow turning the room against Xixin without presenting a single shred of evidence, portraying her as some of burdensome hierarch who was single-handedly taking its core values. No one taken in the assembly, not a single representative from any of the families present, step up to the point of how Yashington's swift actions were to finally repel the outside forces that had marched right from the Hongwan yard, or how she deftly maneuvered her forces to quell the embers of war by quickly taking control of the chaos within Dangwon. She hadn't shown any clearer signs of incompetence since her ascension, despite her relative improvements by now. Everyone in Hongwan's board of directors, the heads of each family, averted their eyes, as though all of that had somehow inconceivably slipped their minds. So you take yourself to be qualified individual for the responsibility, Jingchun? Very well, then proceed. We're all awaiting for you to begin your briefing before the assembly record in the last 30 years. Quarterly net revenue records for Hongyu singularity-related businesses, your calculations and makes your fiscal debt forecast, and the exact recipe and variation numbers for the policies that have been registered in the last 5 years. That's, The venerable hierarch has received that data prior to meeting. You must all be aware of the chaos that followed the ascension. We are still indexing all available materials. Isn't that funny that once in the history of Hongyuan has the family hierarch ever failed to provide immediate and detailed answers regarding Hongwan's historical statistics? Yeah, Jung must have known all along too. She must have known how the previous family hierarchs were all directly supplied with an immense repository of information through the Qihuan worm or something of the equivalent. And she seasonally took target Xiaoqing's weaknesses. No only asking questions she, the first family hierarch without the animal worm, couldn't possibly answer. The gift responsibilities tied to the venerable seat of the heart, Yamyu, are matched only by the great power bestowed upon it. Thus, how are we able to leave the matters of the wing to someone who is evidently unprepared for the task? Given the present circumstances, our hands may be forced to call a vote to motion of no confidence. A motion of no confidence? Oh, a motion of no confidence when passed by the high-ranking political officials can result in the removal of the chief executive from the office. So they're going after Xingchun's power. So this is the picture Yashingchun wanted to paint, impotent family hierarchy stammering and stumbling through her first meeting to the total and near unanimous lack of support from the age core board of directors. Whatever jargon they're on about, it seems to be they got on an ounce of respect for the loss of or us. Never trust twats overly obsessed with numbers and optimizations. They'll be the first one to kick you out of the movement. They no longer see you as useful. Ugh. You're not the only one who's pissed off. So can you please stop shaking your leg for a second? Don't need to make our frustrations any more obvious, you know? I'm gonna shake my leg. I'm gonna fucking put my fist in an actual I'm gonna put my head in a fist and put it on the air and start shaking, literally in rage for this. I do not give a single flying fuck about like any of that, you know? Frustration? Yeah. And probably they know that we're frustrated, so like let them know that we're frustrated. You know? Oh, but don't show weakness. Weakness my ass. They know who they're messing with. And you know, if they realize that we're getting frustrated, they'll know that we're actually gonna, you know, and they know that we are no laughing matter because we became second on the test, right? So like that means that yeah, they literally cannot like talk shit that much to us because of that. So I don't know, Ishmael. You don't have to be all stiff about this. In each group, should the board of directors unanimously vote in favor of the motion, such parts of the family hierarchy powers will be removed. It is entirely possible that she will become a hierarch in name only. Wow. Also, they're training to fire her unless she falls in line. This is something new that they completely way too. The assembly would now consider the motion of no confidence. After their inability to bring in the motion of confidence again against the family hierarchy Yashu to the floor. Hold on! The bone of no confidence is an item you can invoke so lightly. The Shi family has no objections. Let's say the one family has no objections either. The family too. The rest of the king's family heads seem to have changed precisely nothing. Thus empower more youthful faces, but the two still carry the same old resistance to change. The new family's heads were just as uncooperative as ever, and everyone seemed to be solely interested in staying in Yaju's good graces. New faces seemed more, and needless to say, Hedley wasn't the only sin of human with age. This is far too vexing to simply watch out and do nothing. Right? You wouldn't let this slide, Don Quixote. Walking over seems like she's not even here. Forsooth, we cannot let such injustice transpire on nothing. Hey, seems like we're both on the same page. That's it. I'm not going to hesitate to make myself heard again. This time, I want to be courageous. With your help, Don Quixote. Come on, let's do this together, okay? Very well. I'm in agreement. Yeah, let's go on 3 at the same time. If there are any objections, 1, 2, the assembly will put resolution to vote among them. Here, objection! Bloody hell, boy! Have you gone mental? Sinclair stood tall, at the center of the entire room's divided astonishment, alone. Don Quixote, still firmly in her seat, gazed upon Sinclair's proud stand and rubbed her nose. Fuck ass Don Quixote, bro. She is so evil, man. She is so evil. She just baited him like no one's business. She didn't even care at all. Man, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. Insane. You Sinclair had most evolved indeed. What an unmitigated pursuit of justice thou hast become, with just unrelenting fervor and utter disregard for decorum. Certainly mine efforts have fully borne fruit. She's shaking because she's actually laughing her ass out. What the hell? Does Don Quixote have suddenly rub off on you or something? No! Wait! No! What happened there? Don Quixote, what were you going to... What happened to objection together? Huh? I think a nice suggestion to me that we must voice our dissatisfaction through the official channels, borrowing the titles of illustrious Fred Gaze and the Department of LCC. Disputes in such a sense of power and such a high level of government are hardly ever resolved with rash grandstanding rules to the not. Shut up, Don Quixote. You know she knows. She literally knows what she was doing. She fuck off, bro. What just happened? What happened to the clammy meat boy? Well, that... I guess I just assumed that's how Limbo's company rolls now. There seems to have been an unexpected outburst from Shinju's guests. Withdraw your objection, they will consider this momentary loss of control and not enter its unofficial statement. Sinclair's eyes were shaken like someone with his life on line. If not, I take that if you have full confidence on her abilities, so please I encourage you to elaborate. When and how will Shinjun demonstrate her aptitude for the responsibilities of the family hierarchy? His voice seems to shrivel into a corner. He can't, and how could anyone? How could anyone when we all had a very clear view of her path to ascension? During the family hierarchy evaluation, Yabaji donated the coins he received from Yankyu to you. Essentially, you pity-partied your way to victory. Pity-partied? And for your ascension, Yankyu and those who touched from upstairs company had to almost literally carry you to your seat. Has there been even been a single victory attained by your own hands in the entire process? Oh, here we go. I think we all know who's here, right? But have we not all been witnesses to the qualities she exhibited during the family hierarchy evaluation and her own ascension? You must have no shame snacking your forked tongue on the audience of both heaven and earth like an unwitting buffoon. That went quiet. Even footsteps broke through Ya Jun's merciless dismantling of Ya. There she is. There she is. There's our girl. I knew that she was gonna be here. I knew that. who is better to like combat the snarky, just like sharp tongue of a woman who is really smart? The snarky, sharp tongue of a woman who's really smart. So there she is. The hierarchy with her grace needs only demonstrate her already established qualifications before her. This is not only for an authority to speak, but proceed. Just how will she prove herself before us? What an old statement coming from a fellow outsider who's been chattering for minutes on end. Forgive me, I could only presume from your verbosity that the right to speak in this forum was one open to all outsiders. You have said yourself, madam, that the vote on the no-confidence resolution will proceed in a month. That seems to give the venerable hierarch a month to regain the trust of each family. What? It is rather clear to me that there were many of whom find their own defeat in the family hierarchy war difficult to accept. Should a doubt is easily resolved, a match between clans should lay out the results of quite obviously. Very well, a fair challenge between clans, which will preclude the participation of the family hierarchical Heishu packs and the Yilang Wards. Says you will remove her power and cube before the game even begins. Want to make this test a series of panels matched in both academia and martial arts, if such is the case. Well, yes, do you truly have that much faith in Yachun's abilities? You must know the consequences of failing this match, no? It will be unanimous, one-sided ending to the vote of no confidence, and naturally, and all rights appertaining to the family hierarchy shall be transferred to the board of directors. That is fine by us. You are free to choose any champions whom you see fit. Unfortunately, your underlings don't seem to share your inflated confidence. But in the midst of the confused, flabbergasted silence from the other sinners, a clear, carefree yet defiant voice rings out, harmlessly retorts. That's not true at all, begs the agent. You actually have such confidence in Shechus as she does. His wide eyes stare directly unblinking into Yashun's eyes. It occurred to me that this might be his way of expressing anger. Impotent child! How dare you stare me down like that? Then you're welcome to try. 1 month. You have but 1 month to prove before all in audience that she is, indeed, fit to be the family hierarch. Should you fail, the board meetings will be a mere formality. In other words, should be successful, prove herself, none of you shall again rightly challenge the independent rights and powers bestowed of the family hierarchy. The consequences of such recalcitrance will be no different from those that the traitors are facing. Wouldn't you agree? Well then, we will excuse ourselves. Wait, Single turns around towards us with the same mysterious smile and slowly directs us outside the assembly hall. We may call them sparring matches, but you must know that each and every one of them is a test to prove your claims to the seat of family hierarchy. A month, it is a time far too brief for drastic improvement, regardless of for whom it might be. Learning from a proper master for 10 months straight might teach you a few things, but who knows how long the search for one such master might take, not to mention the official channels through which you must bring them past down one's awards, which may take up 2 months. Why not relent now, and relinquish but a part of your powers as the family hierarch to the board of directors? It seems that the fellow outsider's mental faculties are impressively lacking. My lord has spoken in the past that, when in presence of 3 people, at least one of them is bound to be the teacher of life. And there aren't. And here there aren't they? Yes, 2 masters, each carrying something new to teach you. All 13 of them. Oh my god. We're literally doing that. Come on, man. We're literally doing that. We're literally saying, okay, you know, it's 13 months from one, really skilled master. So if we have 13 kind of normal masters, we can do it in 1 month, huh? Huh? Man, what the fuck? Well, I guess it kind of works, so let's see. Season gestured confidently towards the flabbergasted sinners, and the assembly came to an end. Alright, we'll see what we have to teach Sichun, you know? What is going to Sinclair teach her, though? Compassion? Compassion through the worst places, you know? Even though you are like in the midst of a panic attack, you can still be kind and choose to, you know, power through, I guess. Maybe. We were planning to try and get you anyway, but it seems that we are now under an unexpected deadline. Hey, when you said the SCP was going to help me out, did you guys mean that you were going to publicly humiliate the crap out of me at the assembly? Of course not, Treason. Big Sister Yanchun's on an old Nick. You've just given her 30 days to set the perfect stage for my downfall. To prove the world once and for all that I'm not qualified all to be the family hierarch. What do you mean? When you're always so good at hollowing anyone who dared underestimate you? Not so much anymore. Back then, like an idiot, I thought I just had to hold on with everything I had. I thought that all I ever had to do, but now... Oh, wow. Now, things are different. It's true that I'm vastly underqualified to be the family hierarch. And that she's right. I pretty much lucked into this position. So you should not tell me that woman's bullshit actually got to you. Well, she wasn't completely wrong, right? I'm just some kid who happened to be just good enough to survive some traps and ambushes. I'm afraid that the responsibility of a family hierarch might be too much. Your self-confidence has significantly decreased compared to the observation from our previous interaction. The heck, Jinsoon! I don't remember you being this kind of character. What happened to the girl who looked down on us the moment we met? You even had the audacity to pretend to not know who we were, didn't you? Where all the confidence go, girl? It actually got under her skin back then, but... So, yeah, Xingsun, what do you want to do? Are you sure you're okay with this? Are you okay with letting this happen? If I let it happen, Big Sis Yangchun's going to continue expanding her influence here. I'm sure she and the board of directors have been cozying up to each other for a long time. The implication that her testament and her influence were true? Yep, it's true. Before she left for Q-Corp, Big Sister Yanchun used to always accompany Yamyu to these assemblies. If we just let them hold the vote of no confidence, they're going to anonymously vote against me and slowly reduce the family hierarchy's scope of power. And who knows, they might even call for a re-evaluation, however unlikely that sounds. Besides, Big Sister Yanchun, I think her definition of Hongwan's prosperity might be different from mine. What she's looking for is an H-Corp's authority. It's Danghuan's. Oh shit, sorry. What do you say, girl? And I know that this all has something to do with its ties to Q-Corp, which I bet has already been going on for a while just under my radar. I'm sure they already have plenty of talks behind my back. Which is not the kind of vision you have for a conversation, right? And that's why you've both spoke against her. My vision of Hongkong is... I want to change H-Corp to be the kind of place where people can live without fear. I just never imagined I'd have to prove myself like this. In only 30 days. Even though your vision hasn't changed, right? It hasn't. Great, so it's decided then, huh? We just need Val to deliver the bad news to Sod. So to summarize, the responsibility of training Chi-Chun to win these matches, this amorphous test upon which High hinges in the family hierarchy's fate, and almost every facet of which is entirely under Yajin Chu's control. By the way, and is probably a trap within the news for 30 days is ours. And we have to explain that to Sade. Wow, that sounds like a lot of work when you put it like that. Plasmon reports have become quite round. Something later. There must be... Thou must impressed upon the illustrious gaze that wasn't my idea this time. Sinclair started blankly at Don Quixote and she made her desperate plea towards Sade. Yes, and I understand that as well. For the 8th time. As always, Sade was wearing the same refreshingly and incomprehensible smile. The kind of smile that makes people increasingly anxious as the longer it lasts. Well, they gave us the 30 days during which those pairing matches test whatever will be happening as well. Great, then let's give it our best. Sinclair nodded in a new whisper, clearly feeling responsible for what had happened. Yes, I understand. I never should have stepped out of line like that, but something just... Yeah, so let's give it our best. I totally agree, we messed up everything again and... What? This company was always going to remain here and assist Ms. Yaching to acclimatize herself to the responsibilities of the family hero. It was always a part of our plan. Well, I sure am glad that I took Faust's advice about how meticulously planning is completely pointless when it comes to LCV's missions. I never would have had to submit 9 separate disciplinary incidents to report back during the Air Corps incident had I known. I believe I should be able to explain this further. Prior to this departure, my lord has concern that such a thing will come to pass. That is why he has left Silu and I here to look after the new family hierarchy position. We must be still rather on thin ice. Oh, so that's why they were probably talking about when he pulled them aside. Doing nothing and allow her wicked machinations to proceed would have irrevocably made the entire board of directors nod by putting in Yang Chun's hands. And that would have led that snake to the fact to assume the seat of the family hierarchy. Against such as an insidious foe who have wielded intrigue as her weapon, the most valuable strategy is the most direct one, to challenge her head on. Besides, has it not given you the excuse you need to prolong your company stay in the one? This is a prime opportunity for Yajin to further solidify her influence here. Depending on the outcome with a vote of no confidence, they have played right into our hands by accepting this thing. We don't want to run everyone's parade, but we're not going to consider what might happen if we fail. No, we're not, because you will not fail, not with us aiding your efforts. Also, we're not... Were you serious back there when you said that we were all going to reteach Yashin Chun, all the 12 of us? I won't object to selecting only a few of us better aptitude to be educators. By the way, we already have an established internal hierarchy based on the sum of each of our abilities. Of course, the results were entirely to my satisfaction due to an unexpected incident. That is a statement merited an elaborate vision, rife with factual refractions. Of this turns that the qualities of a good teacher are defined by such statistics. So you must be the one who will place the last in this scale. I don't say anything, but not to stand out like a sore thumb. I may have overreacted then. My lord has said that. From the bare tools we may learn to replicate their merits. From the flawed we may learn to avoid their failings. As long as the students are willing to learn, anything can be a teacher. Oh, that's pretty cute actually. I like that a lot. I also to embrace this teaching seek from all those who have come across. Just what in the heavens are you doing? I am preparing a lesson plan for Yashin Soon, our family hierarchy. Wow, you should get on that fast. So what are these yellow wormy things here? Aha! 'Tis a star! A twinkling in its radiance. According to this... Oh fuck. According to the scale you have prepared, the students will have -3 hours available for sleep. This lesson's plan's execution will require cooperation from T-Corps. The mistaken most fell indeed. Hasha correct. It puts haste. Simon was trying Don Quixote's great passion of her wildly artistic merit upon the curriculum with her usual crescent moon eyes. Wait, is that supposed to be Singon's grimace? Of course, to each their own, I suppose. I need not to be shaken by every little thing until we have their actual lessons planned in hand. Hey, thanks for putting up with your faith in us, Singwon. We barely have any of that to go around ourselves, so understand I couldn't be having easy. Fuck, you could say that I've learned my lesson. The recent events have taught me that the path of learning is truly one without end. Yep, if you're gonna learn from us, is that you have to learn to expect the unexpected, and think the unthinkable, and say that you're going to be the best, even though you're gonna suck profusely and do nothing. That's what you have to do sometimes. I see that you have all individually worked on your lesson plans as per Singwon's request. Oh my god, she's so cute. Oh my god, she has a bunny pin. Oh, and she has an eye covering bag. Oh my god, I think I have found one of my weaknesses over here. Oh shit. Oh no. Hold on, shouldn't there be 13 of them? Even the executive manager has decided to spare their precious time to teach a class. Yeah, I had that in my lesson plan too. That is because. Oh, so who didn't do the homework? After a brief silence, everyone turned around and looked at one of the sinners. Of course, it's gonna be Heathcliff. It ain't me. Oh, please, let's try to make a more compelling argument. Who else, other than you, could possibly? It's me. Music? We've been acting out of character a lot recently. What's going on? Oh, well, that's. Some player was drenched in sweat for some reason. Actually, in Sinclair's seat was a large sack of papers, each filled to the brim with writing. Sinclair, are these papers? Okay, I'm done. Sorry, I forgot into making a lesson plan. I just couldn't stop myself from writing. Sinclair couldn't have appeared more proud as he placed that big bundle of sweat-soaked papers in Sylvie's hand. And she received it with a mild trepidation. You seem to have dedicated quite the momentous effort in drawing up this lesson plan. What's up with her? Let's start reviewing from the first of the stack. 1-8 Analytical approaches to a species AAA. What does AAA mean, and how you plan to explore 108 approaches in 1 month? Appreciation of accuracy and assassinations. F you. Fuck you. Fuck. You went too far. Right, sorry! Flip a page and continue reading for those 108 approaches. What paint did you use? It's quite viscous and the paper has partially melted. Ew, what the fuck? It's really sticky? And Ryoshu had a part in it? What did you guys do? Fucking what? Sorry, watch yourself, your mom got some on your arm. A painting. Silo? It's actually blood, isn't it? Entrails coding world. Now you know how speedies appreciate the artistry of style. Just what the hell did you paint on that paper? Hey, get it together. Silo stumbled briefly. Whatever. Oh, she's so cute. She looks so cute. Wait, can I see it again? Can I look at it again? Can I go back at it? Oh man, I have to go back, right? She looks so cute. My mind wandered for a moment. This is too generous to be used for a lesson. Thus, it goes to the scar pile. Weak sauce. Okay, girl. Silo crumpled up the paper without hesitation and tossed it out of sight. Next, intro to Soshiso. What? Soshiso? So I don't even know how to fuck to pronounce that word. So she, that fact, I have no idea. Reintegration, impressive title. Chapter 1, how to shake hands with your left hand and when the situation calls for it. Chapter 2, exploration of executively long sleeve fashion and practices. Chapter 3, projecting confidence and why having a bug armor is totally cool. Oh, Cracker! Cracker, you're so cute, Cracker! That, you know how it is, be proud of who you are. All that philosophy stuff. I wanted the list to give a bit of paradigm shift where we can all come to see our flaws not as failings but as evidence of our individuality, which will usher in a world where we can carry on with our lives and what kind of arm we have. Discard. Next. Sheila quickly flipped through the pages. Intro to the negative linguistics, subheading, the power of words. Sticks and stones may break their bones, so let's add words to the pile. My suggestions include the ability to tread down an opponent so hard that they fall to their knees and beg me to stop. You know, recently since I did the since I just watched Epic and like I started like hearing people talk about the Odyssey, right? Looking at Odyssey and how she just says that, the way that she is so like compliant, it's kind of interesting, you know. It's more interesting when like you think about the Odyssey and stuff like that. It's like, I have plans for applications as well. The lesson teaches methods pertaining to discussing compliments and criticisms and vice versa. All of this seems rather difficult to me. I have concluded from my hitherto observations that Yashin-sun is an individual of great promise in this field. Follow my instructions to a T, and I guarantee that this cadet shall be able to have the upper hand in any fearful confrontations. Is this a correction to make me the best brawler or the best family hack out of me? She seemed quite interesting, but Yashin-sun's behemoth Beto eventually overruled the suggestion. Injustice, another impressive title. Subheading methodologies of captivating an entire room of preoccupied audiences. Discard. Fie on thee! Wherefore? Next. Practice of ego splitting concerning intramural conflict between the self and the reflection of paradoxic fracture theory. Okay. Utterly incomprehensible. Discard. Perhaps if you should let by to truncate the lesson title should have been taken in earnest. Survival and exploration. 21 reasons to pay attention when the exploration team leader is giving advice on the upcoming adventure. Case study for the 30 horrible mistakes that occurred because the team was distracted during the leader's lecture. How to track down a troublemakers who try to sweep trouble under the rug while the team leader isn't looking. Someone ignored my advice that we shall have been moving 2 steps ahead. Finally, I ran them down to a speak up loop. Wait, I forgot to take that part out. And into the shredder went. When did the paper shredder get here? The art of using yawning as a cover of for popping a cookie or two into your mouth, especially useful when getting lectured. Maybe if you get good enough at it, you can do that with nuts too. If you want to stick up a nut on your mouth when you're doing teaching, but damn, Rodeo, I didn't know you were freaky like that, girl. Aha, so it was you who made those crunchy noises in our last meeting. No, nah, did you take me for an amateur? The art of social maneuvers, how to let it flow through you. How to make things awkward when you walk your right in someone mouthing. Also, this is hungry. The most important part of this art is to flash a refreshingly smile, no matter looks earnest. It helps you convince yourself that smile never brings you good fortune. Smiles have a way of disarming people, giving them pause and making them hesitate. I remember that Big Bro used that technique to confuse a lot of Danganron's people who hated him. I see. This world is... I can't quite bring myself to throw this into the shred. Next, how to remain in complete stillness for a week until the next command is received. There's lesson plans designed based on Rhodey's advice that I must prioritize strengths that are unique to myself. Look, in my defense, I didn't know how he considered that to be his unique strength, okay? Let us consider whether standing in complete stillness for a week is quality you might seek in the family home. This one's certainly interesting. What separates bravado from bravery? Jack shite. Set off and grab your weapons. Yep, I was gotta get ready the footprint. My philosophy. That reason doesn't necessarily need to be considered before coming to blows. Martial prowess is indeed an indispensable part of the family hierarchy qualities, but our focus is not on developing a hierarchy of syndicate. Next, information disparity as a driver of inequitable treatment. Oh, that's actually the most interesting sounding one so far. The application of engineering frameworks. Okay, it's kind of losing me, but I'm still on board. For systematic evolution and rational self-interest, driving societies and... It's still going? It seems that there's some trouble as in both of you and I. The title was added for its absolute necessity. First, welcome back! Indeed. After she had gone through the majority of her lesson plans. Finally. Now that's over. Yes, that's finally my turn. Sinclair sighed with the caveats of someone who's just been bestowed with the most important mission in his life. Thinking back, even back in school, I used to daydream about becoming a teacher myself. I thought I could be good at it. So I guess you could say I'm pretty happy to be given an opportunity like this. I kinda listen to theorems of overcoming. We have to accept that everyone stumbles at first, but we're always striving to be a better person than I was yesterday. Huh? But what if I like who I was yesterday more? That's okay, everyone has their unique potential sleeping deep inside. So with everything I've learned and experienced so far, let me teach you how to not doubt your own capabilities and how to always shoot higher. Oh, hold on, you have me for a second there, but what's up with the acting like you're an infinitely more enlightened person than I am? Of course, I prefer speaking in a class where you can learn how to speak with modesty too. I've never would imagine Sinclair will be this into it. Yeah, too bad he's into it that he is not even listening to Shin-Chun's saying. Following that, your company's it seems that Shiloh has completed her review. I see now. How's everything going, everyone? Class prep going well? My curriculum most special! Okay, so that's enough. Okay, interesting. Yakuza. So Yakuza minigames get difficult? And boring sometimes? Difficult and boring? Oh, that's a big yikes. Well, it wasn't completely a bust, at least, and Claire's lesson plan survived. Phew. Yeah, Miss Sung-won, I'm sorry, I prepared a full 30 days worth of lesson plans. Would you take a look? But Sung-won and Sora were looking at dozens of lesson plans Sinclair presented subliminally before their eyes. They were looking away. Sung-won especially was looking away with an unmistakable expression of pity. So he doesn't know. Would you mind explaining this, Silu? I cannot bring myself to tell him. Apologies. Silu is so cute. Silu, oh my god. Silu is so cute. I love her so much. She has become my favorite from the moment. Okay. Oh, the forest minigames. Okay. I see what you mean. So this young man produced this entire syllable stack of lesson plans all on his own. I see. Willingness have found its way into your heart in the face of such earnest effort. I understand. However, it has been decided that Sinclair will not be participating as one of Yashin-chun's teachers. Or should I call you Papa Sinclair to be exact? So yeah, you saw him on the trailer. He was actually learning with Yashin-chun. That's gonna be a mistake, right? Isn't Chinchun the peculiar? No, there haven't been any mistakes. My lord has specifically instructed that you are to learn from this as well. What? What? Seriously? This isn't right. Guys, this isn't right. Now this looks like a proper classroom. It would have felt pretty dang empty with just Chinchun sitting down all on her own, don't you think? Besides, the bit since the rest of the guests weren't going to schools, right? School was a luxury for me, you know? Yeah, maybe, but that doesn't mean I ever want to go back to school. I should learn to be more grateful. I don't dole out of my teaching just to anyone. Don't forget we have to redo the whole lesson plan under their supervision. Otis, you always get on your sub-books and try to lecture everyone about something after every single battle anyway. And you, Ishmael, you always get hyper fixated on something. You want to find something interesting, you never start talking about it for 3 hours, at least, and... I'm sure that you will seek the best education I can provide you there. Hold on, Yisang! So, we were the underdog duo when we were doing the checkup when I say we got this. We're going to get this done, together. The evaluation printed a twisted picture of the two skill of strength, the sole measurement of which erroneously relied entirely on physical might. I shall not hesitate to impart knowledge for those who require education. Congratulations, my lady, you have found yourself a deskmate, which also can somewhat call a bestie, depending on the desk replacement. Oh my god, a bestie? We got bestie on our Limbos company. What is next? Pookie? Deskmate? Bestie? What the heck does any of that mean? Ugh. Rishim's eyes widened with confusion, as though she just heard some of those words for the first time in her life. When I first met her when she was 16, she explained to me that she hadn't attended any school-like institutions. This is part of the curse for children among you who are raised for the purpose of becoming the next from retirement. The reason being that schools can be a perfect place. A perfect place to assassinate someone. So that's me some besties. Sinclair began to explain, seemingly beside the fact that he was essentially going back to school for a month with the other sinners as his teachers. Usually sit next to each other and help one another out. I bet you might nudge the other one away when they doze off, share their homework with one another. If they forgot to do theirs, they usually end up being included in the best memories of each other's school time. Oh my god, she's so cute. So cute. So may not very important at all, huh? I think I got this on my own. I don't need a bestie. It might have come a few years later, but I'm moved that my lady finally has a chance at experience the school. Same here. I remember like yesterday she would sit and watch other kids walk to school from a distance. Tears rolling in her eyes. Dude! Oh, there's only one day out of nowhere she's been saying something about eating from lunchboxes with friends. I haven't had a clue to how well she even heard about it. She's back into the kitchen. Wait! Did you guys have lessons plans to write? Come on, hurry up! 30 days are ticking down, we're only got 30 days! Of course. Unfortunately, I have become quite occupied with another task of great importance. Assisting Wei with indexing and reviewing various documents that are in critical need of organizing. Thus, I must leave the lesson plan task to you two. Silua Misari, have you had any thoughts on this matter? Slacker. What was that? I said nothing. She's so cute. I love Silu so much. I'm going to... Ooh, if I'm able to actually pull for a Silu banner or whatever, I'm gonna pull for that. 30 days of classes. What? It asked me for 0 encapsulating capsules. Okay. Silansara proved to have aged several years overnight. Their faces sunken and swollen. Finally, after referencing the idiosyncrasies and various statistical data available to us regarding each center, we managed to come up with an appropriate curriculum. Simu? I'm sorry, I am so sorry. Okay, actually, look at her. They're actually hitting every single checkbox for me when it comes to really liking fictional characters. I know it's because she just didn't sleep, but I think that's how normally it goes with But eye bags, she's got eye bags. She's got an eye covering bang. She is cool. She is kind. She is. Her hair is so good. Everything about her eyes are so cool as well. She literally has aura. The shin that she had, that was good. She was able to actually withstand an attack with actual bang from another person. That takes skill and a lot of aura. So I think I'm in love with everybody. I think I finally found the best character of Limbo's company. Apologies. And she is silly. And she is fucking silly. I love her so much. She is silly. I think I'm in love. The preparation has raised me of a clear mind. The path of uneducators is truly a grueling one. Marching to battle will be much easier. So thanks to Master Yaku's methodology you shared, we did manage to find a way to make this quite efficient. Efficient, huh? To be a true family hierarch, there are dozens, hundreds of virtues one must understand and master. However, to do so in 30 days as promised, it is an impossible effort. Thus, we have categorized the conflict virtues into three super categories, and they are called. Oh my god. Understandable. You know what? Hey, you go for your mentally ill sociopath. You go for it. Understandable. You can have her all for yourself. I'm gonna have Silo all for myself. Let me tell you that. Okay. What are these supposed to be? Xi, Yong, and Ren. Xi, wisdom. The wise lose neither people nor words. The hold one's silence in need of speech shall cost them people. To speak in need of silence shall cost them a reasonable sequence of logic. Young. Courage. The ability to overcome fear. To act decisively. Have too much of it and risk to become a brute. Have too little and risk becoming a craven. It needs harmony. So how far are we allowed to go with corporal punishment again? Have I concluded of any discussion regarding corporal punishment? And rent, humanity. It is the benevolence of the heart, the compass of behavior that dictates respect towards every human. Clearly, most of the faculties of this school are severely lacking in all three of your criteria. Just how do you think they'll be able to reach the students' end? Yeah, like a certain someone who needs a lesson on Ren. Are you sure I'm in good hands? Just what the heck am I supposed to learn here? Where's Wei? Mr. Wei and Miss Singo are currently quite preoccupied with handling the monumental task of paperwork. Alright, Mr. Wei wanted me to deliver this message to you. Be strong, my lady. Wei! Oh. Despite her protestations, the 30 days of classes commenced. Okay, so this is what we're doing? Alright, so let's read. Let's see what we have. What is this? Oh, there's a chicken, dude! Oh my god, he's so cute! Look at him! It's a chicken! Oh. And look at her. She looks so pretty on this. Combo, what the fuck does that mean? We can combo this, bitches? Okay. Happy feet. Wombo Combo. This is a mandatory class. Okay. So +2 +2 +9. So I cannot do anything about this. Okay. So we're gonna. Okay, it doesn't take out that much. Let's see. Resume classes confirm. My name is Yiseng, that is all. The class I have for the day. Ah, I've heard plenty about your mirror tech, which makes me wonder, going by the level of advancement in that technology, couldn't you have approached it from a different angle? You know how technological advancement usually goes, people invent for the sake of creation, only to have their inventions inevitably warped into weapons of destruction. Indeed, you show much promise already. As you've summarized now, the mirror has, in the past, almost been employed to shadow possibilities instead of reflecting on them. I'm sure that the angle most others want to see happen. Removal of potential risks sound much more palpable than potential itself to some people, after all. Correct again, yet destruction was a word that bore too much suffering from my heart. My sole egress from it was abandonment of my quondam fellows and my life's work, making myself a fugitive from the past. How did you bring yourself to just abandon it all? I conversed. With who? With myself. That lies within me. As you are aware, the mirror's reflection extends beyond the veils of our own reality. It reflects the potentialities, the latent strength and the blood. Okay. Oh, double success. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to see how we increase morale on this one. Yet, among these, the reflection of the greatest importance is that of the self. Let it know not the innumerable world of the mirror in charge your gaze. First, one must direct their studies inward and reflect upon oneself. Okay, understandable. I learned how to be more true to myself by looking into the mirror. Oh, okay, so they actually he literally brings his technology. He actually brings an actual mirror, and they start practicing on that. Ooh, that's pretty cool, actually. See, Leslie has grown, Sinclair has grown. Oh yeah, that was double. On the double. Now if you're prepared, do you explain what you see in the mirror? You needn't haste. For some reason, you do not appear to hesitate before the mirror. Hey, you know, it's been a while since I looked into the mirror for so long. My lady, do you recall Shunsen of the Shi family who contacted you for me? Yeah, the guy who said that he was gonna show me a precious flower that blooms only at night. I remember that you were vehemently against me going out there, so I stayed inside. I wonder what kind of flower it was. Don't tell me you were actually looking forward to meeting him, lady. Of course not! You were wise to stay inside. It was revealed that you weren't the only person who was invited, my lady. The Bileman had hired a group of assassins to ambush the meeting spot, and will have been waiting there to spring the trap had you gone. But apparently he was a plate and had his limbs and head torn of a splashment. What a relief, isn't it? I guess. I'm glad it didn't go away. You were right. If only you still had the Wu branch under your control. Stop it! We agreed to move on from that, remember? Wouldn't have to talk about it. I was brushing my hair and looking in the mirror as well we were talking, but oh my gosh, she looks so cute in this one. I realized that I no longer recognized the girl in the mirror. I don't know why, but I just found it so hard to meet her eyes. But I brushed it off because I had to. An experience like that was going to be a common occurrence anyway, and the family hierarchy was always looming on the horizon. Perhaps what you felt that they might be have shame. but it's paramount to face oneself nonetheless. Nay, especially so if it was. Sinclair, what do you see? I see. Well, I just see myself smiling. I don't see what's so out of the ordinary. But Mr. couldn't really bring himself to face me. Hey, after what we discussed, I think I understand something now. Now that I have some quiet time looking at my reflection, I think I covered a part of myself I've had hidden all away for a long time. Okay. Oh, this is another one. If that's double, okay. So let's approach the ego and reflect world to level up to expert. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess we're gonna have a combo of both of them, I guess. Maybe? How about we boost their, like, their morale? Oh shit. It is true that a station of teaching is prone to imbue one with a sense of bashfulness, relishing to both that with a bit of apprehension. Oh, like Dawn. Oh, interesting. Which is understandable given that Sade told him sometime before the lesson started. Some time ago. Horace will be gleaning daggers at Don Quixote for a good while. Finally decided to pursue Dr. Sade. So what is Don Quixote that woman supposed to teach? Have you not considered that her usual flippancy might not only cause more trouble than it's worth? You worry too much, Horace. Whilst you might not look it, Don Quixote is extremely well versed in those adventure tales. And what will that of that matter? Have yourself considered that fixers often appear when history is in the making? Let us see him! Don Quixote took a second to savor the moment as though he had been preparing for her whole life, and continued. This tale begins in the year... Are you done? Just how can she continue to protect such a line? She's been going for ages. Thus come to the test thy dedication to this class, and the knowledge that you should naturally come with it. A pop quiz, if you will. You should even find something to prepare this. I can assure this. A quiz of entirely reasonable difficulty if thou had paid attention in class. Were you not? Does this quiz have prizes? Aha, but of course I can prepare for such entries. For each correct answer I shall bestow upon thee, from the very treasure chest of mine, the pressure fixer badges for truth. I did not let a single day go by in which I did not polish each and every one of them. On 3 separate occasions at the very least. I don't know. I don't really need them. All then applause for this bonus reward for Victor who, by the end of this match, carries more badges. Thou shalt attain the role of protagonist. In this theatrical play of nature, Fixer sparkles. Yuffie, this an opportunity of a lifetime. Seriously? Why, just because you lose? Etc. your weakness or something? Huh. I'll have you know that I was a teacher's pet in every single history class I took. I don't know if that helps, Pookie. Guys, I'll be back in a moment. I think I have to refill my water. get that kick. And I'll have you know that I was, no matter what the subject, showered with praise from every master I... Okay. And that's how you want to play it. I have you know there was a prodigy in other classes too. I did a great in art classes, pretty good in math too. I was just being humble because I didn't want to steal your thunder. Oh, let me tell you that I was trained in the mastery of at least 10 different disciplines every single day. And one of those days, on one of those days, you know what one of my masters told me? He said, "Well, like you mentioned, I'm finally getting a feel for how friendship skills in age are flourished in school." Oh my god, they're literally, literally because both of them are dropouts, are learning how, like, you know, how kids are supposed to, like, have friendships. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, dog. The more time passed, I was like thinking of the more time passed, the more like Sinclair's looking more, you know, more mature. Like he's actually maturing a little bit. He's actually seeing more. I don't know how to explain this. And they now just throw us like a curveball, and they're making us put both of them into a fucking school. Ugh, they're both like in their 20s or some shit, which is the worst part about it. I tiptoed in response. This year, 505 with what is the historical community consequences on the most illustrious battle that Victor UFA is said to have partaken in? Allow me to impart this to be a magic clue if thou hast to pay attention as I discoursed upon the 5 pillages in which the Victor U was mentioned. This should not be a difficult question to answer. The honorable Victor of the Circle who attained the triumph of the Battle of the Reno Tree in the year 457. Oh my god. I couldn't tell, but she had to forge onward despite watching her dear comments fail one by one as they held the line to point her tongue. Ugh, damn it, I was too slow! Yes, your Xinxiun, the word incorrect. Honorable Fixer of the Shudong Heaven is recorded to have testified that the worst ordeal in her career was when she was forced to stand before her enemies with hair that was not luscious, as the supply line breakage caused her regular delivery of nutritional supplements to cease. But the Hatsudesis Jonshin was her 17th most difficult ordeal. Oh my god! Speaking like she was actually dead. Let my girlie just, you know, yap about her special interest, you know? Let her yap. When somebody who is, first of all, she is a meat. It doesn't matter when you look at it, she's a meat, right? So when a meat gets hyperfixated on something, you better let her yap and listen. So, Much did I anticipate an opportunity to reveal this tale to such an audience, enough to study the ways of minstrels. There was a clear look of pride in her twinkling eyes. Oh my god, she has like Power Rangers? That's cute. I like that a lot. I was conflicted with the enchantment detail of pixels. I even forgot to breathe at one point. One thing that must be said is that Don Quixote has took multiple people and actually made them interested in stories about the pixels. So that means that at the minimum, she actually knows how to teleport pretty nicely. You know, she is actually a really good telltale. Which, I mean, girl, she had fucking 200 years to learn how to do that shit, but still, you know? Still. Oh wow, they got the morale back again? Was the secret technique Honorable Fictional Lysander employed in his resolution of the case of the Fate Forest? Speak its name in full. I've got this. It's Summer Night Fantasia. Aha! Yet I cannot let pass such an unmotivated retelling of his super ultimate move. How they could one internalize the true novel spirit of Fixers by simply reciting it with such apathy. They must recreate the exact pose and the enunciation. Are you kidding me? Come on, you can do this, Yashun. You can do this. This is nothing. Oh my god. Illustrious of a mist summer night shall devour the whole. Summer Night Fantasia! Oh my god, she's so cute. Look at her, she's so cute. I love her so much, she's so cute. The enunciation was quite shaky upon the board illusions, yet thou hast demonstrated sufficient courage, thus I bestow upon thee this badge. I grow tired of this nonsense. Just how much longer are you planning to drag this on? Thus muttered the hero, then declared, I shall tear this evil storm asunder and find a place for this blade at the center of thy heart. Down to the light's left side. Gotcha. Don Quixote was watching Sinclair Yanchun's two personal play, silently wipe her tears away. Bravo! Bravo! Certain minor details were missed, such as that the Fixer was left-handed and that he had a habit of playing with a lighter in his left pocket before every duel. Yet, to us a wonderful reenactment indeed. I have no other critique to impart upon thee. When faced with great adversity in dire adventures, rekindle the memory of you, Finn, the Fixer's final duel. Remember it well. Thus cometh to an end the lesson of today. Huh? It was just for a moment, but I think I'm starting to get it. I get what she saw with Fixers. Aww. Clutched tightly in Chijun's hands were the badges Don Quixote had gifted her. Aw, look at her, she actually fucked with the idea of doing this. That's so cute, actually. That's so cute. I like that a lot. I love that. Somebody actually had to kind of match Donkey's freak at least a little bit, you know? At least a little. You have to at least, I don't know. At least be interested on it, on the Fixer thing, and she'll be so happy. So seeing somebody, like, she's actually wanting and actually kind of caring about it, it's so nice. Now, it's time, oh my god. What if at the end of the lessons, the three of them actually strike a pose? That would be so cute, no? That's what it is. I have a little time learning to converse with my inner self. I love when they smile like that. It's so cute. My god, they got a lot. 60 max HP. Okay. Oh wow. This is so interesting. Okay. 30 morale. Okay, so then first we're going to do these, so that we gain a lot in points. But we have a lot of red. We need some more. We need some more of the other ones. Okay, she. All right, Frosty, it's time to get the. Okay. So we cannot repeat them. I see. Okay. Fine, don't show me that again. Boom! Boom. This is a component part taken from a structure that forms H-Corp. This might prove to be an opportunity to conduct an in-depth analysis on the nature of former H-Corp singularity, which has been enjoying for such a long time. You look kind of upbeat today, Miss Fast. Indeed, an opportunity to study the old H-Corp singularity is not one that comes often. As There was potential for integration into Mephistopheles. I made a request to disassemble a part of the bus engine, but was denied. A shame. Aren't you the one who built Mephistopheles, though, Miss Frost? Mephistopheles in this was work, but not all of it was mine. It is possible that Frost may never reveal ever a small detail that went into this creation. I would very much enjoy a change to completely disassemble it, even its engines, so that I could be reassembled with my own hands. Yeah, sure. Oh! It blows up on her face? It doesn't even change the... She doesn't care, bro. She can have suit literally coursing through her veins and being like toxic, but she doesn't care. She's like, oh yeah, this is knowledge, am I right? Oh, this is a combo. Taxidermy geniuses. Taxidermied? What happened to the both of you? Hello? I did a what? I don't want you to be taxidermied. What the fuck? I only want to rearrange false ghost in one way, not like in taxidermy. Damn. Sorry. So that's how it was. I think I get it. Didn't think this is how I get to learn more about the old age corp. I don't think I can do much against the reconstruction days right now, but this knowledge will certainly come in handy when the day comes for me to gradually dismantle the innocuous thing. The day when Hogwarts can be a place where people can live without fear. Without the fear of encroaching reconstruction days, without obsessively counting their rooms to see if they'll follow or not. Until Hongyan can be a place where you can sleep with the promise of safe tomorrows. I'm sure you pulled it off. Oh, and I learned a lot during this lesson too, Miss Foss. Bang! I learned, Miss Foss, how to take an explosion to the face with like a champ. You know, that's an ability. That's an ability that you know might come in handy if you ask me. You know what I mean? The voltages must have been set too high. Repeating experiment with a different combination of fused and wires. There was supposed to be a lesson somewhere in there, right? Nice, practical. Oh, my war tails. Oh. Alright, so now we have to choose. And definitely, since we're going to gain a lot of... Damn, what the hell? Gregor's one is like kind of like the worst. I wanna go with this and this, actually. Yeah. I need more Shi, actually. I need more Shi, so that's pretty good. And we're gonna gain a lot of Ren, either or, so yeah, I guess we can go like this. We don't need that much Ren anymore. Let's like keep it balanced, you know? Unlike some other classes, which were more on the upbeat side of things. The room's air felt grim and solemn as soon as everyone saw that Gregor had revealed the clock. On war. So now one war leaves a much larger talk about the impact that some medium-sized enterprise closing up shop. Might be too soon to talk about this, but we came pretty damn close to one recently, didn't we? pulled this close to a large-scale war breaking out right here, which absolutely would have happened if mainstream had failed to finish our ascension. It would have spread like wildfire too. This is going to be about what exactly happens when a war... Oh! A piece of chalk slipped from Gregor's fingers as he went to scribble something on the wall. His left hand was trembled as though the room's temperature had plummeted only for him. Excuse me, is it okay if I smoke? Go ahead. You good? Well, when is someone gonna get a chance to share the realities of war right to a wing chief executive soldier's face, huh? The moment I just don't come... what? The moment don't just come off of your skin, no matter how hard you scrub at them. Hey, take a breath if you need it. I'm going to listen to what you have to say here today, no matter how long it takes. I do appreciate the sentiment. Well, still, I can dilly-dally when musicians got other stuff to deal with, huh? So let's take a look at how things were at the very beginning of the wing war. My boy is puffing that shit up. He is puffing like he is a high schooler with a babe. Oh my god. And the flavor is like, I don't know, bubblegum or some shit. Because, whoo! He's huffing that shit fast. I wonder how many cigarettes he actually smokes a day. The young grew a lot. Okay. Oh fuck. Sorry guys, I'm so sorry for that. I don't know how loud that was, but like I just like literally beat the shit out of the microphone with a metal thing, so I don't know if that was good or not. That's why the smoke war fronts were mostly characterized by trench warfare. No one wanted to risk fighting in concrete jungle where they could be surrounded by enemies at all times, so everyone tried to draw each other out on an open field battle, which naturally turned into trench warfare. Of course, every wing has a different singularity, so this is really applicable to all cases. It is a former G Corp found flat plains easier to maneuver. I feel like that one could make a pretty good use of Hong One as a defensive fortress, especially with its internal structure constantly shifting around, which the Heishu know one and use very well. Exactly. Maybe I should explain what they were Heishu. They were hesitation outside down one. Remember the thumb bells? The ones we went to work going in circles. Not to mention how Heishu all the time utilized the topography of Hong One differently. Even if an outsider were to get read on how one of the branches maneuver around Hongyun, as long as the 12 Heishu's branches are standing, Hongyun is unsaleable. Well, despite going to all that, I'm sure we all know what the best answer in all warfare is. Not having a war in the first place. I'll be honest, I still thinking about some of the stories you've been telling us. I can even imagine what it would have been like to have not only witnessed it, but go through all of that. We did visit your fathoms, Gregor, but that wasn't even the tip of the iceberg. The city was devoured in smoke, its citizen of Mantis. It always shook off those stories or ramblings of the past, but during the war, it stood off the center of the heartless machine that was the city. Its every gear calibrated to slaughterhouse precision to maximize the death of its people. There, he must witness the things far worse than the worst of the city presently has to offer. His eyes gazed beyond the veil of the bygone past, shaking restlessly in pursuit of what was no more. Oh boy, sorry fellas, I'm afraid I got carried away lamenting what happened that I forgot that this was supposed to be a class. I'll be sure to prep something more useful next time. No, everything you told me really solidified my resolve. This girl's would think Hong One needs to come to an end soon. That something so horrible could happen. I'm headed to my next class. Wait for me! Students had left Gregor lingered in that room for a while, lighting up a cigarette after cigarette with her, erasing what he wrote on the chalkboard. Smoke soon filled the room. He left only after almost emptying the entire pack. Well, that answers my question. He got an entire pack. And this dude hotboxed a room a literal classroom. Imagine not only the long capacity that you have to have, but the amount of cigarettes. That is not a pack. I am so sorry to tell you, but only a pack will not fulfill full a room with a smoke, unless literally you're somehow able to make to make really optimized smoke. I don't fucking know how would that work. Hey, you know what, Gregor? You are impressive in more than one way. What if the cockroach inside of him, the cockroach insides make him a little bit more resilient to stuff like this, and the smoke is not that powerful, and he actually doesn't process that much of the actual smoke, and so it pretty much goes back directly. He's able to just pretty much expel all the smoke. Hey, one defense level. Okay. Surviving Hong 1. Okay. Alright. Now we're going to go with I need a love young. I don't love young, so let's go with this. How our class is going, Shinjun? I'm not you, big bro. I pay attention in class. Oh, hello, Misayo. She was really insistent on helping me out, although I refused back when she looked preoccupied. The moment I found out about the contents of his lesson plan, I simply could not allow him to do this alone. Looks like it's going to be another serious class. Apologies for the delayed greetings. Thank you of the Ling family formally extends her greeting to the venerable Haya. Been a while since I heard the greetings around here. Wait, what about Big Sis Baochai? Are you sure it's okay for a Shu family bodyguard to be here? I'm no longer employed as Miss Baochai's ward. Wait, don't tell me you got fight. Everything I did dating for the company was under Miss Baochai's orders. As for why she no longer didn't need my services, I didn't understand myself. She said let me go after the trouble was over. So what's there for you to teach me, big bro? You last lesson plan about not making things up or get be told by Silo, so could have taught me a thing or two if we were still kids, but come on. You spent enough of your time stuck in Yi Hong Wayan before leaving Hong 1. I don't know what you could possibly have to teach me. Girl, are you familiar with birds? Do you know what birds do? And do you know how they reproduce? Because we might get you traumatized, so really brace yourself. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think the fucking Honglu will traumatize his sister like that. Come on now. Right? I don't think he'll say really the hardcore stuff. Don't station. This is one of the things I'm pretty good at. But listen for humans and Clarice. Include your neat handwriting Honglu wrote surviving homewood on the chalkboard. Oh well, I don't think I need any help in that department from you. Oh, whoops. Look, I know you've had your fair share of assassination attempts, bro, but I mean, the previous Henrik and the Yellow Favor shelter you from the worst of it. She's not wrong. Back when we had to fight our way through a bunch of sleepers, weren't you also one of the handful who got assassinated? Oh, that. I was wondering the halls because I felt something was off about my room. Until I told us to go back to my rooms, of course. Wait, it was my fault? You do have some intuition, I'll give you that. Looks like I'm gonna have to prove myself. Hey, would you mind preparing the thing? You have my utmost faith, but please do practice caution. Sometime later, Ling Dayu prepared with 4 bowls splashing with tea before sprinkling some powder into one of them. What's that? That's powder. That's powder wolfsbane. See where this is going. You're going to teach me how to tell which of these bowls contain poison, right? You can stop now. I learned to recognize famous poison like wolfsbane when I was 7. If it was something as tame as what you were suggesting, Venerable Herrick, I would not have been here to accompany him. Oh, he's gonna drink that shit. He's gonna make her he's gonna make her drink that shit and be literally poison. He's literally like, you know, gonna like make her poison resistant kind of. So it's gonna be like 1 of poison for every 4 of non-poison, I guess. Please make them up, okay, wait, what? We were in confusion, but we could hardly tell what was going on. The speed at which Ling Taiyu swapped around the balls. When we looked back at Honglu, there were 3 silver spoons in his hand. The silver spoons were custom made at Dangwon's for girls and must have items for children at the 4 great houses. They can detect non-sulfuric poison as well. Yeah, no, they're actually, oh, sorry. That was me. Actually, what? It's nothing. In Honglu, the world, we are beset by threats of assassination from all directions. Knowledge alone isn't enough to say. What the heck are you? But Honglu opens his eyes before Yajun can finish her sentence. Then he throws the silver spoon in his hands, like throwing pins through 3 of the balls. And immediately chucks the 4th ball, which he hasn't thrown a spoon at. Holy crap, are you saying we will be check for them for... Sinanthor tea is always delicious, even when cooled. The 3 silver spoons Honglu had cast earlier were slowly melting away after quickly becoming tarnished. Is wolf poison supposed to melt through metal? People like to be thorough with their poisons in Dangwon. Since everyone's been trained for immunity since childhood, you have to make a mixture of various poisons to have a real effect. Fine, I don't even want to argue. What's your secret? I want to know too. Do they sound different or something? I just went with my hunch. Just a hunch? How are you supposed to learn that? We're not healthy, you know. We'll get the hang of it after a few tries. Okay, shall we begin with 2 bones? Oh my fucking god, we're literally risking our lives. She's fucking smiling through all of this? Okay, I saw through every assassination method Honglu prepared. That's why you're smiling now. But still, what? Girl, come on. I see. When you say you just supported whatever you felt wrong with a hunch, you will reflexively identifying the threat by reading the room and connecting to your intuitive experiences. Aha! You were using your anxious breathing to clue you in. So this is your managed to survive for so long. Listen carefully, Shujun. One of the adults of each Heishu will come to your aid with a flick of your wrist. Now that your residence, Nyashin will be engineered with the best of craftsmen to become a safe fortress, stocked to the brim with all kinds of useful bullets to protect your life. Even still, there will become a day when you start to feel a discrepant sensation whose origin you can't identify, and when it does, I hope you won't brush it off at the sensation as nothing. You're worrying over nothing! Yajin-jun whipped around away from Honglu as if to express dissatisfaction, but her softened expression told me that she was glad to see him worried. Aww. Nice. Oh shit. Every 6 days you will be subject to the midterms, preparing by the board's directors, Yajin-jun. A Palogian has been prepared to take you to the exam site, and only by passing the test, Mia Jin-jun retained her status as the final herald. My lady. Oh, don't worry yourself over much, Master Wei. You sound like you're at a funeral. She will pass the test with ease as long as she has been diligent taking her classes. Now, simply I hope I can survive until she returns, God. That sounds crazy like the funeral boys wasn't just off stuff for heat. Why, are you sure you're okay? Cascade dreams. They unfinished bundles of paperwork cascading over me like a storm, burying me. Still yourself, for that was not a dream at all. In fact, never was I seen paperwork trained in the art of airbucking until now. I must be severely sleep deprived. Looks like we're not the only ones going through the ringer. Through the ringer. Sorry, I've just been listening a lot to Thunderbringer. I'm gonna sing Thunderbringer. Oh, we're gonna fucking fight. We're gonna tussle upon this bitch. Okay, is it me or now I can see like fully this? I love this though. You see, this is so stylish. I love this. I want to see some cosplays out of this because like this looks. I really want to see it. I want to see some. I want to see some cosplays. Hey, you're one of the shy boys. Shy boy, you're a shy boy? What fun of it. I'll let you to find you in the family hurricane. You're running to me then. Isn't this a bit to be a sparring match? Why does it sound like you have a personal grudge against me? Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all. Wonderful blur of a grudge against you. There's all the family hurricane war cannot be any clearer, and everyone even remotely connected to the mist has all been dragged away and put under investigation. And hey, guess what? They dragged away half of my family, which means more room for me. Room for me. You should really thank you, right? Honestly, why don't you just declare war against the Shi family at this point? Wouldn't that be much easier? Where's not easy? It never is. What are you all about, officer? It shouldn't be something we should be talking so lightly about, even as a joke. Your family was arrested because they're under investigation for treason against them. If they're innocent, I'm sure they'll be released soon. You know, it's very much a given that they'll be ruled as guilty regardless of what really happened. You know, I can't even pay them a business because you've hidden themselves all over Hong Kong. They're not hidden. All holding themselves within Hong Kong have always been designed to move around in very short intervals. You know, that does seem like a kind of design that will lead people to make some unfortunate assumptions, though I'm sure the initial purpose was to prevent escapes. I've recently gained a better understanding of Hong Kong structures. I'm planning to change our policies so the prisoners held on trial are allowed to have fixed locations. Really? Where'd you... I was lucky enough to have a few excellent classes. Managed to reflect upon myself a bit too. You did change a lot. Still, you didn't expect me to go easy on you. I got my own things to take care of. Good. Come on, let's do this. Many lots of fixes for the past have said that the not, but this parish went away unjust victories. So we're just gonna see them fight, or we have to fight ourselves? Because you know that changes a lot how we do stuff. We have to fight. Oh my god, we're literally... Oh, we just have to... No, we have to see. He's a charge? He's a charge identity? Okay, well, we cannot do anything, right? So, what do we gotta see? Ooh, we're gonna gain no friends? Yeah. Damn, she gains this speed so fast. Right, actually, she does quite good damage. It's different from Hitman. Now seeing it properly, I can see what are the differences where it's like kind of the same. But I must say, she's beating his ass like insane, like not even with that question. He has no way of beating her, like at all. love the blushes that she does. She looks so bold. The Heishu pack do be fucking aura farming for no reason. They just every single person, every single Heishu identity like just likes to aura farm. Like straight up, that's all they do. Good for you, Johan. Now stop giving me that look and get out of here. You lost most of your clan during the family hierarchy wars, didn't you? Yeah, so what? Are you calling me a penniless loser? Yeah, you little. And I'm sure that's what I look like to you too. I don't want your sorry. Every clan member who died in the evaluation to have died for nothing. If I show weakness, that means I'm making everyone who participated in the evaluation look weak. So I'm going to win. I'm going to win without the fertile soul my predecessors have left behind. Because the legacy was unjustly nourished by the blood and tears of Hongwon itself. Shi Huashen, you are tenacious, determined, and strong of will. That must be why everyone stood by you, down to the last man. You my name them? I do. So, what do you think? Want to make them sing your name in glory for the remainder of history of Hongwon? Oh, so she's gonna try and make them all like kind of. She's gonna try to make them all like her, I guess. Okay, makes sense. Oh, here we go. Exploring and overcoming the unknown, Yangyu journeys. So we didn't lose any morale with the fight, so that's pretty good. I still have a lot of Ren, so I need to balance it out. A lot of Young. She has a lot of Young. So let me put some Shi, and let me put a. Okay, I'm gonna just like level them up. I'm gonna put some Shi, and I'm gonna level all the other ones. Since Gregor was before Honglu, I'm gonna try to get that one for a few extra. And see, the stuff. And you managed to come out of your on top in your first sparring match. Congrats! Thanks, I gotta admit your classes are definitely coming in handy. I like your urgency. Shall we take a look at what I prepared for today? You're teaching about exploring? Huh? It's going to be an indoor class? Yep, exploring. Where should I begin? It's a very extravagant. Free soloing the top of the highest building in Hongkong, surviving Tingdens and Hongwon backstreet with only 3 items. I have plenty of ideas, but most of them got denied. I love her. Please appear more on screen. Please, I need you on screen. And that's when I realized that exploring isn't always limited to adventures in the physical space. A few weeks ago. So I'm just here to fill in since the game needs such a number of players, but really? Can you really call this a tabletop game, an adventure? Yet, in the game of make-believe, any simulacra can be made as real. Ah, what a move. Oh, nice! I'm gonna roll for damage. Oh my god, they're going to fucking play D&D, bro.
You wanna learn how to explore, buddy? You gotta learn how to explore the fucking dungeons in this tabletop, bitch. I'm gonna show you how to explore, how to be a nerd properly. You wanna know how to be an actual explorer? I'm gonna show you how to be a real explorer. You're gonna explore some fucking. You're gonna explore how to not get no pussy. Sorry.
Gahajang Ismail has absolutely plummeted the Gorgon base with the fireball spell, rendering it most crispy. It was a formidable foe that was wonderfully executed, Mrs. Ismail. Really? Well then, as to my next move. And that's how you came up with this? I've played a few other games, but this is new for me too. I'm still pretty new in general, I guess. This is called Yangyu Journeys, or DNG. DND. I guess that's how you. I guess maybe. Maybe a little bit of how it's pronounced in like it. Kind of like an. Okay, no. Maybe? What Ishmael so proudly presented before everyone appeared to be a board game with numerous cards and many figures. Okay, what does this huge pile of papers have to do with exploration? Rule number 1. The most experienced player among those gathered becomes the GM. The GM? Yeah, the Journey Master. The Journey Master designs the story around the player's choices, sets the stage for what happens next, and generally helps the guide explorers to safely arrive at the goals. That's why the most experienced players play the role. Which will be me. This? Thanks? Scares seem to have these things called stats. Looks like we just have to pick from a set of premium characters from this one. So I'm supposed to be playing this character's role? Sinclair and Yartun picked up their cards with confused clear in their eyes. We're after the great city of Yanjun, a place known to be a gathering hub for all kinds of influential people. You traveled here in the search of a legendary treasure called, the Tianjia swords. The city of Yanjun? Cool, so why are we looking for that sword again? It's because, so there is this legend in Yanjun about how the Sword of Fright, the Tianjin sword, is the only way to quell the chaos of these lands and bring peace to these people. And also about having that sword is the proof of the true leader of these lands, and so on and so forth, you know? Ishmael was serving and sending to the introduction without her usual confidence. Oh, this is so cute! Because she's being a dungeon master, she and having to create stuff, and I love this so much. It's so cute. I love this. I see. This city called Yanjun must be in a lot of trouble too. Seemingly affected by the early familiar setting of the story, Yajin nodded somberly without noticing Ishmael stumbling through the introduction. When you are in a fucking good session of D&D, you know that you are you are in for it. And you are literally not gonna care about anything else. Like straight up, you are in on the story. So I understand. Also, you gotta make a little bit of play believe, make believe. And I think that Yajin Shun is pretty good at that. You know what I mean? Well, you know how it is. The point is, you guys need to go find that. And I will clean the Tianus, or no matter what the cost. Yajin Shun nods with determination. Oh, it even has a box. That's pretty cool. Work together. Aww. From the rumors you've gathered, it seems that the Keshan Keep might be heard of the whereabouts of that sword. What would you do? Welcome to the Kensha Keep. Chat him up and try to gain his trust. Are you sure? Remember, your waist is extremely low right now, which means that you'll find it hard to form even the simplest sentences. What if I found a different way to gain the Kensha Keep's trust? That doesn't involve sweet and talking him. I do have a pretty high strength stat, which should give me access to certain alternative methods of persuasion. That doesn't require skill in speechcraft. Hold on, I'll try to convince the Kisscap. I think I've got a decent chance at this. My waist is pretty high. When you pass the check, the Ketchup looks at you, having lowered his guard. Oh no, not you, Sinclair. She's still pretty worried. Okay then, I guess I'll just stand in the corner over there and shield my weapon and play around for a bit. And play around with it for a bit. That's what he expects me to do anyway, isn't it? You're just playing Heckcliff right now, aren't you? The Kesha Keep shares some information about about the sword he heard. He explains that the party should seek northeast toward Uji Mountain. But what is this? Tears begin to well in the Kensha Keep's eyes as he continues to explain. Apparently, a patrolling guard beats his son pretty badly, just for loitering around the guard. The wound is pretty severe, so he needs medicine, but he can seem to find it. Oh no, that's too bad, but we've got a job to do. Since we have what we came here for, we leave the Kesha. Well, they say that GMs aren't supposed to interfere with players' choice, but let's be honest, I would have made the same choice. You can stop and help out for every little side quest when there's a lot of a bunch to go through. No, not ever. I'm going to get him that medicine. What? After a few turns of various trials and tribulations for Sinclair, the Keshaben's son, who fortunately was able to recover, hears your story and hesitantly shares what he knows. You realize that he's talking about the fairy Yao guy, guardian of the Chinese sword. He explains that the fairy Yao guy's power is closed under bright moonlight. Oh, really? Oh! Okay. Oh, shit. That was loud, probably, right? Okay. Let me just pull out like this. Maybe like this. It's good enough. Hi, Cass. How are you doing? How are you today in this fine night? Fine Friday night. Hold on. Isn't it full moon right now? Then we should wait until the sky is overcast. Hearing that, the innkeep's son takes a quick look at the clouds and tells you that it might be raining in about a week. Glad we helped him out. Phew. Okay, let's make sure we prepare before we go. Oh my god, look at him. Look at him stress the fuck out of a D&D session. I love this actually. Robotics? Oh, whoa. Hell yeah, I hope that it actually goes well. Because robotics is actually a complicated thing, I know that. I know, I'm focused. We're gonna have to roll a 15 or harder to hit. Hey, you've rolled a 16! With a final singular strike from the Ashen Tomb, the fairy Yogan finally falls to the ground, defeated. Yes, the Tinkersaur is ours! Excited, the pirate runs up to the sword embedded deep into the earth and grabs enthusiastically up on the hilt. With this we can. However, the defeated fairy Yao Guy, whom the party assumed was dead, suddenly jumps to his feet and lunges at Yachun, who just pulled the sword from the ground. No! I quickly get between you and two on the monster. But if that crits, it's going to be pretty deadly, even for you. Oh my god, code. Code? You are doing the good job, Cass, because working in coding, doing like programming and all that stuff, especially when it comes to robotics, you don't have to bust your ass trying to figure out how to do stuff a lot of the times, you know what I mean? A lot of the times you actually can just get different codes, and if you know what it says, what it means, and like what it's like going on in the code, you actually can make it your own, kind of, you know? So yeah, that's good. Code, I haven't like added the word code into the automod. Let's see if we can make the evasion save one and another one. Nope, that's a critical fail. It's okay. Sinclair falls to the ground, bleeding profusely from the gaping wound. The Yao Guy lies still as well. The final vestige of the strength completely spent. Sinclair! Go on without me. Take that sword and go down the village. Pick up the list they need. That sword has your proof. No, this sword wouldn't mean anything without you, my adventuring buddy. I'm going to bandage Sinclair up and carry him back. I will leave him behind and descend the mountain all on my own. Wait, if that is your choice, then oh yeah, the balloon stopped as soon as you wrap him up. He's just that sturdy. You know? That strike would have killed pretty much anyone, but you know how healthy he is. On your feet, Sinclair, we're getting out of here together. Grab onto my shoulder, that is, step by step. Hey, Shinshin, look over there. Everyone just helped and saved on our journey. It's come out to welcome us home. You're right. Even if it weren't for you, Sinclair, I never would have stopped and talked to every single villager there to hear their troubles. The sword was only a symbol all along. All of our efforts and the experience we gained in our journey for the sword, we were taught to me to be a good hero. I mean, a good leader, not the sword itself. Oh, look at how she looks right now. Her like she is like she looks actually kind of like trouble. Like, man, I think my way of doing is actually not that good. She's like, fuck, man, I think I should change. I feel like the game overtook the class at some point along the way. The game is the class. Girly Pop, the game is the class. They're not so doing good right now. Okay. Alright. So now I have to go with my Morale Pookie first, and then we get the other ones. So we're doing this. Okay, so the upgrades are pretty decent. This is a really well balanced one. But I really need for the moment, since they're not balanced, my stats are not really that balanced. I have to like kind of like choose properly which ones I'm going to do. So the first one is gonna be this one, right? I need to recover the morale. So after that, I need to go with Young and She. So I'm going to go with this two. Yeah, I'm going to go with this two. I'm sorry, Hondu. Next one is gonna be yours, okay? Back at 100, baby. Okay, we're doing good actually. Ooh, we got an expert already? Okay, and this as well gets morale. I see. Okay, well, let's get the two, let's get the two out of the way. Let's get this two, because I'm gonna need a balanced one. I'm gonna need more than one balance. In regards to every activity, involvement of unnecessary emotions and personal judgment is to be wasteful. I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that. Then, when I was here an excerpt from some clear exchange with the manager 32 days ago, begin quote. Jesus Christ, is even obsessed? He remembers stuff like this? Okay, wow. You are you are scary, my boy, in multiple ways. Huh? 32 days ago, what? Excuse me, Dante. I'm sorry to have asked you this, but most of us are fatally wounded, so can you please turn the clock just one more time? End quote. Unnecessary interjections writing down your request. Oh, well, that's pretty bad. Huh? Did I really started that badly? So I took time to involve emotion with delivering unfavorable news. The same message would have been delivered with merely 2 words. We failed. Let us commence field practice. Do not ask me a single question for the next 5 minutes. Huh? Well, okay, sure, it seems easy enough. Oh my god, he just fucking got... Did you see that face that he did? This is literally the first time that we have seen my dude convey such a strong emotion. He got he got punched out of his senses, literally. Oh wow. Are you okay? Bersault, you okay? His eyes snapped open. Desk failed. 5 minutes have not passed. You're cheating! This reminds me of the incident Sinclair had to so desperately wished to hide. What? The what? Wished to what? Despite the belief that no one will ever find out your secret, there was one person who got to the bottom of the incident. Come on, just what did you see? Failed again. Class over. That's our little friend. Okay, that's great. So now I'm gonna have to start doing we're gonna start doing a balance. Like we're gonna do one of these and one of these and that. Right. Okay. This is day 11. Next day, fuck, man, I need to get them all up. I need to make them at 100%. Okay, so this one is more Shin. And right now I need more Young. Ah, fuck, man. So then I'm gonna go with the one that is, yeah, the second one that is at least high. And I'm gonna go with more Young. Yeah, I think this is good. Attention! Today's lesson will cover intelligence acquisition. In other words, men, you will learn how to gain information from people. I am pretty good at that. You just have to turn them to your side by being generous with my spending, by setting a good example as a spirit. They will eventually open up. Foolishness! Eh? That is amongst the worst strategies I've ever heard to this pleasure of hearing. Do you not see how wasteful it is to spend a limited military budget? How wasteful it is to spend so much precious time trying to butter them over? The most efficient means to obtaining intelligence is torture. Torture? That's the worst strategy ever. This pleasure of hearing, I'd rather not waste my clan strength on something so utterly useless like that. Besides, if you actually accidentally kill them. Foolishness! Jeez, can you stop saying that word? I was simplistic and disappointed. Your imagination falls short. If that's all you can think of when you heard of the word torture, then this unit. This isn't exactly a military unit. This Hong-Wan may indeed be beyond your ability to lead. Well, I'm waiting. Get on your wicked lesson. The mention of Hong-Wan seemed to put Shinju in a thoughtful mood, and she stopped arguing and began focusing on class. The most effective methods of torture is physical. Things like waterboarding, electrocution are all inferior. Today we will learn the torture of language. With this method you will always find the answer you want. Use speechcraft to entrap their minds, slowly constrict around them. I'm gonna get manipulated right now. That's pretty much what Sinclair did. And let them take brief sighs of relief every time they give you an answer. That, cadets, is what you will be learning today. To your position, cadets! It's time to learn how to gaslight, girl light, and girl boss our ways into manipulation. I love when I get lessons from manipulation from a woman, from an older woman. Oh, they're getting morale again. I thought... Okay. Defend the Muzi, hell yeah! We're gonna fend them our way into the top ranks, baby. Alright, well, here we go. It's time to get into our midterms. So, have you defeated the Shi-Huasha? What do you pretend the target to your head? He's always been our family's greatest shame. Hey, watch yourself! Haven't you learned to not underestimate your family underdogs? What? Oh, you don't know. You see, I managed to talk Shi-Huasha into, you know. But no, it can be. He cannot fulfill the being so apparent. My men already know. My men are already on their way. But how did you know it was block 32? I barely managed to get them at a hiding spot there. Oh, so it's block 32. It's literally fucking manipulation right now. And the most, on your face. Like, literally, oh, I'm doing this, like, tactic. But to be fair, if you are not accustomed to this, if you're not accustomed, that sounds really bad. If you're not accustomed to manipulation tactics like those, you are not prepared to it, so you will just respond to it. So yeah.
Just
I did, huh? That was way easier than it was during class. The first story is about how you change. I know you have changed into such a heartless woman. Say something, damn it. Say something, damn it. Don't just stand there completely expressionless. Oh, I see you won't be shaken by silly little things like this. Is that it? Then maybe defeat the seed of the seed of the hierarchy. However, a little who responds with talent to their inferiors, a little who considers them only disposable tools is bound to rot. I, Xi Ying, refuse to let someone too unqualified such as yourself to retain power. I think you know she just got everything that she wanted out of you, and you're not longer useful. So yeah, that is the hierarchy, like that. I get what you're saying, boy. Kind of makes sense. All right, let's see. She's a at 37. Oh, I guess it makes sense. It means that she gains SP a lot. It's just that if you are in a really good morale, that will make it so that you have, a lot of SP. That makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, I guess it works. He gains HP? Well, I cannot do anything. Like, quite literally, I cannot do anything. I cannot even have any any strategy. I cannot do anything. I just can see them fight. That's it. All of them are charged, maybe. So that means that the Shia, her voice sounded so sweet on that. Did you hear that? She sounded actually really sweet. I like that. Oh, what was that? I saw Holu for a moment. So what I'm trying to say is that maybe the facial for the Shia family is gonna be a charge identity. Which is interesting. Oh my god, she's remembering the classic. That's really cute. She's remembering how awful she felt sometimes. Oh, we got him. What do you have to say? Damn it, I was so close. Did you ever really take the time to think about what might have happened if Big Sister Yanchun actually gained control over Hongwon? Sure, it's gonna be all buddy-buddy at first. She's going to acknowledge the authority of the board of the directors, butter you up, and compensate you for your efforts. But soon you're going to see people from other nests coming in here and taking up administrative positions under the guise of advisors. And in the small families and clans that are going to suffer first. And when the time comes, I bet you'll saying the same thing. I was so close. It's going to be a while before other members of the family are let go. You know this already. They committed treason, thinking they were piggybacking off Big Sister Yanchun's forces, when in reality she had already discarded them before it even began. She made sure that nothing about this treason going to stick to her. Mother, father. Now let's think about this carefully about Yajin's vision for Dangwon. Would it be more H Corp or Q Corp? I see the point you're making, but you've not gotten us any reason to trust you either. What guarantee do I have that you won't just us as a side when we're no longer useful? So about the hiding place where you put your pants, you just let them to let slip. I'd known their whereabouts for a while actually. My Heishu had identified the location long ago, but I didn't do anything because there wasn't any evidence that they pointed to your parents' employment. Is that true? Just how long is your opinion of the hierarchy? Big Sister Yanchun make a big show of their own influence at the assembly, but still have that take control of the Heishu of the family hierarchy. But I thought you were arresting every member of the Shi family without even questioning them. What was it again? The leader must take good care of those who are in the same boat as them. Why would any character go around arresting innocent people of the H Corp, left and right, unnecessarily making more enemies of themselves? I sure don't plan on doing that. So, young one just fucking straight up told the lies. She was just saying like, oh yeah, that bitch. Like, take a look at that bitch. She's doing all this. And it's literally not right at all. Alright, let's see. Taking care of children. Oh, here we go. We're going to the Ashura. I'm gonna have to look like that now. To learn how to take care of children. Okay. It's time to take back. This is one of the things that we saw in the trailer, and she has, sorry, 7 arms, which is interesting to say the least. Okay, this is gonna be a lot for Ren. So let's take one. So let's take one of each. Then let's take one of each. So it's gonna be Ren, Shin, and Young. So yeah, so it keeps a good balance. Teaching kids to deal with kids, huh? She said. Looks like your manager's not the only one who needs a translator. I would like to teach a particularly bloody art class, but the black hair discarded my lesson plan. The AL black hair list. Yeah, no, I don't think your lesson plan would have followed even if Silo wasn't there, artless or otherwise. In today's class, L is sync if you are UA. What? What? I'll snap your neck completely if you're an unruly adult, but I'll soothe, coach, and nurture if you are an unruly child. Did you just rehearse this or something? And make it in print right now? No, not at all. Just listen carefully, evaluate the contents, and there you have it. What context? What context was I supposed to evaluate? But they are to the thug. MTL kids. Ah yeah, there's much to learn. Class is about to begin. Bring the class material, attendant. A kid? Bring the class material. A kid. Okay. I don't like how he looks. And also, what kind of fucking hairstyle is that? But the bad noble family has orders. I have brought a child from the wine factory. What's doing? No, wait, what? You brought a who from a what family upon whose order? Banks only haircut, very stylish. Ooh, you think so? No, that's sarcasm. I'm sorry. You know, it's really stylish sometimes. On these modern days, I think that and it's actually that is actually not true. That, not a joke. That taking like the fuck, how is it? Having little hair is actually kind of stylish. You know what I mean? Like just like straight up, just like taking out your hair seems to be a thing that a lot of people do. But only bangs though, like shaving. There we go. Shaving the full head. Shaving the head is actually something that has become quite popular. But like only bangs though. Ooh, kid. I think who is your stylish bitch? Because I need to talk with them for a moment. At least you know which one I really like. It's the they actually shave the side, but they keep the back side and the upper side long. I really like that one. I thought of that one. Too many travelers just aboard the rich gift. You've been bringing her along to get you to places, huh? No, man, just what do you mean you brought that kid out of my orders? She's knocked out her cigarette, opened the window to clear out the smoke, dusted off her clothing a few times, and only then brought the child to the elevated platform in front of the class. She might smell like smoke and blood, but at least she is not dusty. You know? The dust and the smoke are not gonna go get to you that much. Maybe. Probably. It's a big guess, but still. yeah, like she's smoking in front of children, so like, but at least she's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it anymore. Like she's just like, oh wait, no, she might do it more. The kid's kind of trembling, and then she looked at him, asking him to the like. That kid's scared out of his mind. The words of children are important. They're experiences that shape your future. Oh my god, you're right, actually. You're really right, Ryoshu. And even the smallest things can make a big difference when it comes to kids, you know what I mean? Kids are really sensitive. So, yeah. That is really true. Really, really true. Observe and learn. What's up with you acting serious all of a sudden? Though I agree that chocolate mirrors are important, the mirrors with bit bracketed by you are what. Anyways, moving on. You heard nothing. Aww. The point is, I think becoming approachable to kids here might help prevent a lot of potential future conflicts. But you've got your work cut out of you. Children of them are extremely wary of anyone who's not their immediate family. Even worse, you pretty much tricked that kid here using my name. He must be terrified, and I imagine his parents must have given him a whole lot of warnings too. I'll give you a demonstration. Behold. Laughing and playing with children brought back fond memories of my own childhood. Aww. Look at her, holy shit, she's so good at this. She's actually quite good. Wow, he's really taken a liking to her. Yeah, he wouldn't stop crying when we tried to get him to calm down. Besides, how is she even doing that with her hand? Not even a master of martial arts moves like that. Girly, that is what you call a fucking demon. And I'm not kidding. That is what you call a demon. The Ashura. Straight up. Like the Ashura, the demon of the wrath. Demon of wrath, or like, you know, pretty much a fucking fiend. Let me just say that. That's what you got. Mommy. You are so bright. In multiple senses, yeah, I can see that. Ryoshu does get that. He was employing all kinds of tactics, but not limited to ventriloquism. Khonshu. Khonshu? That dude made it here, huh? Fucking Khonshu. I would have never known that Khonshu would have made it over here. But I guess Khonshu is like that sometimes. The moon! Okay, sorry. A traditional Hongwan toy. Fan tricks, sugared fruits, and eventually... Don't pull too hard. The child ended up piggybacking on rushes. The few he showed earlier gone without a trace. Never would have imagined Ryoshu would be good at this. Me? Fuck. And with the exact same expression as the usual one, Ryoshu was gently caressing the child. Well, to be more exact, he was giving him a gentle pat. But I think I get it. Showing kids with tasty stuff and games isn't the best way to go about it. What's important is helping them understand which is what kind of person I am. Yeah, the kid's really relying on the edge for his age. I tried to make some progress, but where he suspected I was lying or something, he immediately go back to being on guard. That's also because he's a downwind kid. Kids don't survive this place for long if they're not quick on the uptake. May I ask you something? Well, asking's free, but I gotta tell you, it's going to depend on what you're about to ask whether I can help you or not. Huh? Wrong move, rookie Hayek. Why you say all that when TWDT? You don't get the immaculacy of succinct abbreviations? Ryoshu grabbed the child's shoulder, brought him before Yachu, then, in her usual cuteness, spoke precisely 2 words that to the confused child seemed to do the trick. Speak, kid. It's, my Pexis said that when the family hierarchy war's over, I can finally play dolls with friends. But they're barely told to stay inside because it's too dangerous outside. Aw. My cousin says you're the biggest and baddest of Hongyeon, Benevolent Hayek. So, wanted to ask if you can make that one safe? I wanna play with my friends. Gotcha, I'll review your suggestion positively. She's gonna make it happen. Sometime later, after Seating guided the child of the classroom, I found the action to whispering something to himself. They've got a lot on your plate, huh? Dealing with restructuring days is just one of them. I was going to try to improve the safety of the place anyway, whether he asked me to or not. It's even enough for a kid like that to run around the market all his life, but he doesn't have to be afraid to go outside. Yeah, that is true. Okay. 14, 18 is the next goal that we have. So what combo do we get? A lot of them are missing actually. Oh, that's why, because we get some. Oh, okay, so I have to do some more combos to see what it actually like does, you know? Okay, makes sense. Okay, I think we need so this one boosts morale at 20, right? So a balanced one, no, but it's still fine. It's still better to just do one of these. And Z is the one that I need most at the moment. This one is the same as Sinclair, but maybe the combos are better, you know? So now let's get for combos. We got, what do we got with Mersault? We got only Mersault and Otis and Ishmael. So now let's do Honglu and Gregor. And let's see what happens. Pretty good. There's some pretty good stats that we got. So what is the combo that we got? Okay, wing up police of the month. 20 morale restored. Okay. And nothing else. Alright. So, oh, Ryoshu! Digo, I'm sorry, Rodia! Oh! And we got more morale. Oh, hell yeah. Young. Alright, let's get our Young up a little bit. Let's move up Young in the thing. Sorry. Let's get more Young. Then let's get more Young. And I'm gonna put his. I'm gonna put her boyfriend. Come on. There has to be a combo. You know something? Everyone communicates with their eyes even before they talk. So you better pay attention to what they're saying. Their eyes are saying. Great, that's really great, but I don't know. It's just gonna feel like an oddly specific subject to be talking about, especially when we're sitting around on a gambling table. Sinclair, given the time limit, this just happened to be the fastest and clearest method of demonstrating and training your abilities to control your emotions. I swear I had no other ult to remove. I was practically forced to do this. You're playing my young girl. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Wait, stop getting out like that and join us for the table. I'm only brief. Because I'm allowed to take you guys into it. There's too much to do. Have a look in a minute. Come on, guy. You know this game needs for players. A future reputation. I must say. Oh my god, he's blushing. It's really good for his smile projecting such a base activity with a positive to body as well. Oh, so you think you don't have a chance, huh? Wow, and you thought you'd be better than me at this game. Fine, fine. I get it. Don't play a game you don't have snowballs. Don't play a game you have a snowball's chance in hell of winning. It's a good philosophy. I just try to. You simply think you're shallow of the attempts at going into playing the same role. Huh? Oh, what? Sorry, Scrub. Say what? So where you join the team? Alright, the lesson's pretty straightforward. Usually we'll work together to ensure that I don't win this game. In other words, make sure I'm not the first by the end of it. Well, that seems easy enough. But we be warned, I have this special power to read into your minds without hearing even a word out of your mouth. Let me give you a demonstration. Let's see. Ah, Sinclair. I can see that the corners of your lips twitching while your eyes suspiciously wander over there. You're looking to form a pain kind check. Oof! And Sinclair, you. Ah! And you want the strong child of God. Now known to never ever discard yourself. How do you know? Honestly, it would have been tougher for us to not know. She's so cute. Isn't it manipulated? Ah, I think we're on the same boat over here, all of us, Cass. You know? Fuck yeah. Oh, hey you. Going over your hats to hide your eyes, huh? Yeah, this isn't gonna be easy. My greatest mistake tonight was allow me a seat at this table. I already know the ready hand you've got there. Oh, yeah, dude, not bad, but you must as much of open book, my guy. You just need that one sung tile, don't you? Sorry, not sorry, you're getting that tile, cause it's not there. Ooh, alright. Damn, both of them are really on it, huh? Gang. Gang, that's good, that's it. I see you called gang mailed so you can claim the song, which was the real motel, didn't you? Oh, so this is what happened. Fun fact. Limbo's company got a little bit of a backlash because the Mayong rules were kind of wrong. So low key, they're just talking out of their asses, so it doesn't really matter, you know? Nah, no way, I just have to say. I was like, what do you mean, like? Because I saw the thing, and I was like, what the hell does that mean? This is what it means. The Mayong they're going right now, that's okay. Very well. Never once I think, okay, I'm not gonna do this fucking shit. I don't care about Mayong, I'm so sorry. I haven't played it once, I don't understand what it is, I don't care about it. Ooh, I won. That's a Queen Yaoqion hand. You're done for in the moment you fall into this castle. I don't know how we played. Did you see that, my lady? I'll apologize for that book display, my lady. Let my boy have emotions. Let my boy be excited. I'm gonna see him excited more, you know? I'll bring some tea. Lady Terry stumbles up at the room with her slides locked. Okay, now we need some shin. We need quite some shin actually. Oh, we got master. Oh, so there's more. Okay, well I now know what to do. So what is the combination? The comedy duo. Huge success in the next class. Quite interesting, actually. Huge success. That's so cute, both of you. Aww. Aww, I love you guys. So yeah, they both have this. Morshi and Monren. Maybe, actually. But I need more Shin even. So I'm gonna go with this guy. And they are kind of like similar, so I guess we can go with this 3 and see what happens. Pretty nice. Nice. Pretty good. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good round. Okay. So, do we have anything over here for both of you? Yes, indeed. Oh, shall never swim. Nope. Prep time. Oh, we don't have anything for them. Okay. So we are going to need another one. But now let's get some. Let's see if this works. Also, we need a lot of more output. Any combo that we got? Wasn't Don Quixote. Okay. Class attack rate. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Oh, there we go. Not so solitary gourmets. 50% to all stat gain from class success. Oh, okay. 50% to all class gain from. Interesting. Interesting. So, but I mean, like, it's 2 morale boosts. It's only when I'm like literally at the lowest when I would need it. I heard from Brick Bro that you sent your coins to Big Brother Q. Every 100 coin once in circulation goes round and round until eventually returns to the original owners. I also heard that some of the Wine family helped with removing the foreign powers from here. Why? I want to prevent this place from getting robbed blind while I live here, you know? This is where my wealth lies. Well then, can I ask you for public support? Oh, I've plugged your destiny. Someone who just gave me the moon. Who just gave you the moon should be asking for the stars as well. Everyone and their mother knows it. Whose hands the true political power among you lies right now. With that in mind, let's say that I do announce my public support. I'm gonna give you the voice to speak with my time to powers that are what? I'm not going to have a voice to speak with by the time the powers that be are done with me. Huh. Look, if Big says Yanchu generally believes that, I'm not fit to be at the family hunter, then I'll have to run myself on power. But she's affiliated with Q Corp. Do you seriously believe that she's Hong's best interest at heart with all of those computers weaving under the surface? All those business deals and clearly skewed policies? I do not. But if you're going to present yourself to the attorney, then you have to be someone complete enough to rely on. Let me just say that about half of the board directors' votes may as well be considered abstaining votes. They're keeping their silence because they're afraid of Yanchu's retaliation. So you're running tasks to convert those 7 votes in your favor. Oh, not shaken by that at all, huh? I thought you'd get the lost and wondering look in your eyes. I guess I have to work on my poker face. Who knows who would have failed to pick that up if something changed since that evaluation. Growth shows a lot of promise. Maybe that's why we handed his hands over to you. Well, I guess that's not the only thing he handed over to you, I suppose. Home went tomorrow. Anyways, I should probably do as I'm told. My cousin will be up your opponent today. Opponents at least are fun that we are fighting against a mob? I don't think it's gonna be good. We're fighting against Mob Psycho. Fuck, man. Alright, girlie. Destroy this bitch.
좋아, 구조를 파악했어.
Like 90 kills in a row. That's crazy. Actually, I don't want to rewatch Mob Psycho maybe. But I want to watch it with people, you know what I mean? Some animes
동료를 포기하지 않아.
what the fuck did you just do? What did she just do? What did we just do that? What? Oh, maybe because it's outside. You know, like sometimes you just like anime that I watch a lot. I do want to watch it with other people. I killed him. We didn't do the the stagger thing. We just fucking kill him straight up. Okay, but I'm sorry for your cousin, but he's dead. Okay, I think I know what is gonna. Okay, then we're gonna lower this one to the lowest. What? Do you have something to say to my face? Yeah, don't give my little brother your crap. Your little brother? You know who I'm talking about. Do you have any idea of the mess you've left behind when you joined that kid away? The buzzcut kid was a little brother. You can barely even hold on to your seat, which you're about to lose soon anyway. And you have the gall to give him false hope. I know it's all just politics to you, but kids really believe you, you know? I heard from the kid that you seemed relieved upon hearing what I said. Tell me, you were happy for once to hear that he had a fun time after being berated from playing with his friends with how things are in Hong Kong. Shut up! Besides, it's not just hot air. What? I wasn't making an empty promise when I said I will change Hongwon to a place where everyone can live without fear. And for that, I'm going to protect my seat of power no matter what it takes. You'll fail. Not with you on my side. We all know what big sister Yeonju's Hongwon looks like. It'll be exactly the same in essence, and will be the same for the foreseeable future. Tell me, are you sure you're okay with handing over the same burden we carried all of our lives to your little siblings? No, of course not. Wang Kunshan left in a hurry, but that look in her eyes told me that there was conflict brewing in her. Oh, that's a lady. Why is bro a clog? He literally lost his head. He literally lost his head, and he gained an incredible power that was the clock head. It's kind of like an item, like yeah, it's kind of like an item that he found, kind of. So I don't know exactly how he got we don't know exactly how he got it, but we just know that he lost his memories, and his head is now a clock. Alright, so let's see. Heathcliff. I think Heathcliff will go well with Don Quixote and with Iseng as well. Okay, but wait, let's make Don Quixote do it. Actually, no. No, it's a straight up. It's. Oh my God! What the fuck do you have on your hands? El Chapulín Colorado we have over here. No contaban con mi astucia. Oh my God! This dude actually is El Chapulín Colorado. Oh my fucking God! I just realized that. Chespirito, is that you? What is it? Niche reference. It's okay. If you love it. So this game is this is a linear game. Like this story is set up. Like it will go like this, and it will be and you cannot like change it. However, you have to power through. Like you actually have to. It's a difficult game. It's kind of difficult. So like you will hit some walls, but like the story itself will be predestined. Listen up. You're not gonna be like them boring old glasses you've been sitting through. You gotta leave the desk behind once in a while to learn some real life lessons, man. Right, so here's the thing. You want to break their morale before the brawl even begins. Brawl? Learn this by heart. You'll be kicking those twat horses left and right, and that's not exactly what I'm looking for. So Heathcliff, I've got to have this question. Something about your club seems different today. Looks a little more colorful too. Bollocks. That catches on quick. Girly pop, it's huge. That weight block said that something about swinging around a club might come off as too threatening and confiscated. That high-tech weapon cries poop when it hits people. Aww, it's so cute. I love her so much. Ah, Tsuyuru. I see. Oh wait, don't you know the best thing? Because I'm just holding a different bludgeon. I don't know how to do a British accent properly right now. Oi mate. Would you happen to have the time? Let's get on with it. Turn into your shoulders. I was open. Let's get cracking. It's kind of hard to do both at the same time. You know what I mean? With that, Heathcliff triumphantly raised his newfound weapon towards the sky and made a small poop noise. I learned the art of mad dogging and decisive. Okay. Mad dogging. Rad dogging, am I right? I knew that it was gonna be a combo. No combos with this one. That's fine. Plus 50? Sheesh. Okay. Which one is the 100% success rate? Huge success rate. So Gregor and Rodion. Okay. But I will need it when I'm at low and morale. What is the combo that they have though? Somebody had a combo with us. Okay. Oh, a 20 morale boost. That's pretty cool. Huge success on the next class. And that one doesn't lower morale, which is really important actually. really important to know. And it's a balance of them both. I see. Let's go with the emotionless trio and let's see what happens. Any combos that we got? Are we just gonna? What, is that a fucking drunk ass dude? Hello? Hi? Who are you? Who the fuck is this guy? Okay, so then let's go with the two veterans. I don't think I've done the two veterans at this point, right? Let's go with the two war veterans and see what happens. And also, who are you, my boy? Though this stats are really nice. Drunken Tales of the what? Okay, yeah, Tale from the Drunken Palm. Okay. As drunken as possible, will continue. Well, be taught by a guest lecturer who has been invited for your tutelage. I guess lecturer, but it wasn't. I wasn't informed of this. Where are they? I don't know. Maybe they're lost. Totally that the bearable herring will give me a bottle of starting up cloudy wine straight from down one's brewer. Is there any truth on that, folks? That guy. Stopping by to see if I can leech some liquor at this party. I want some awful measure of the place. Just better shot of liquor for this poor old drift, weren't you? Well, you're clearly just not any poor old drifter. Are you guys acquainted? He ambushed us in the room after the first round of the family hierarchy was over. He what? The family hierarchy were been over for a while and everyone in Hongyan knows who the winner is. How there are mongrels like you who only knows how to mooch off other families had food in here. It looks like I'm going to give my clan a stern talking to. How could they slip a drunk assassin like that? Say that your hierarchy is a lot of suspicious. I've been guessed in many places, but please, I'm not mantra. Put your words to rest. I'm only a drunkard who enjoys a cold swing of liquor. Well, a scenic landscape at my bar. The sky is my ceiling, and the dirt is my bed. The man who had introduced himself as a night drifter and the drunken palm leaped down, leading with the certainty that betrayed the rags he wore as clothing and the terrible stench of liquor emanating from him. Is it seriously? Bad news, Miss Shinchu. Apparently Yashin Junjun bestowed upon you a new master. Huh? But Sister Yongju? She doesn't want us to deliver the message that she's sending a master because, and I quote, I feel a deep sense of trepidation and pity for my dearest little sister, the Necrothide, Harik, who must be struggling and left her mind without a proper master. Wow, I'm beside myself with gratitude. So that's supposed to teach her this mysterious guy with a mysterious allegiance who might stab us in the back at any time. She said, if family haircut was over, heaven mongols of Hongyan know who has the legitimacy here. The incident during the contest was nothing more than business. A job to take care of in return for what compensation they gave me. You truly don't want to carry a grudge on your heart. I'm sure you don't harm your rivals in the family hierarchy war out of personal vendetta, did you? Sometimes it's business is just business. I kill young master by you, or they promised to pay off my bar tab, and I'm here to give the hierarchy a lesson, for they promised to pay off my future tabs. To begin taking anger on a wig or can live and hand it to mouth like myself, don't you think? Well, I advise that the optics on the consequence of the the master sent by us by Yejun herself is not going to look good. I know it's only gonna make me look worse, and I'd rather not give Big Sister Yangchun more ammunition to take me down. And you there will be checking. We have eyes tracking your every move, so you don't do anything that might rouse unnecessary suspicion. Whew. And I read. I can hardly take the one before such hostility. The spy saw this dead serious warning. The night drifted response was only a hard trouble. Found me again, malice, and I like to get an idea of where my to-be pupils are. Now give me a demonstration, if you will. Swing away. That's enough. But I didn't know we're just getting started. Form is flat and you're with this. Hold on, gotta see some more. Last were muffin by the flawless heart. In other words, your martial arts prowess. Yes. How about yours? What the cake? Is the guy serious? I've never had a single master who had anything too bad to say about my form. I'm such trade. Lived for 40 years, stands are solid and certain. Indeed, most masters will not bother themselves to find fault there. About this question, are you, my venerable people, satisfied with martial arts that are made to dispatch unskilled peasants, and no more? Huh? This is more to this than raw strength now. Take a swing at me instead. Alright, you asked for it. Yes, you should take some powerful swing at the night lifter. You're not a plus of your body. You change more transparent and passive love. And your edge is dull, for it has been very little hard for it feels. But he definitely weighs his way between his strengths, which failed to even touch the tip of its ragged blade. You are far too eager to strike, focus singularity on your opponent, but force distributed unevenly across your body. So, you will fail to cut, and get a little hole as a comeuppance. The knight drafted poked Yachun's back with a twig. Everyone vying from the seat of the family hair was to go through it eventually. The first kill. Someone said the earlier, the better. Mine was when I was 13, not too early, not too late, was right. It had already been a few years since my foolish brother locked himself in this chamber. At least I heard he was bedridden for a week after ingesting some poison someone had sent to prank him. I'm not going to live like that dumbass. Try to like your body, won't ya? You have a weapon, yes, but one wouldn't singularly focus on the opponent. Then try to reflect upon yourself and relax. Let the unnecessary strength go. Let it flow like out of your body. Dancing up as you do will naturally shrink your mind and narrow your vision. Hey, wait, what should he send Big Bro as a silver spoon or something? He wasn't that bad this time, but what if they give him a way worse poison next time? You know, young Master Bao, you won't accept your gift, my lady. I doubt he's even seeking the culprit now. So stupid. Zero interesting in anything practical, zero ambition. What a silly, pathetic attitude to have. Just how? But my lady, I wasn't practically that you got at you when you chose to save my life over maintaining your control over the Wu Yang Blue Branch. So soon to later, why not? You must learn to go and let go of everything, except for the self. What kind of life is it to live without stepping over others? Let it all go. The cases of the pressures all of it instead. Face yourself and honor yourself. And feel how light all becomes. After some thought, Shinjun forms visibly relaxes. It wasn't just her form that relaxed, her pursed lips seemed to have found peace as well. She's got it. Well then, what should we do about you, my overconfident pupil? Would you maintain your grave and cocky silence? I wasn't being cocky. If my memories haven't failed me yet, you were one of the young Master Yang, but you weren't a loose, correct? Underling, yeah, however you want to call it, I guess. Single replied with everything aside. Just why do you think it was that you, especially you? I'm on this definitely when trying to take this class alongside the young cleric. Sinclair moved to the flash of fluttering pleasure, taken off by the stranger's sudden pointed question, but soon regained his composure and reply. Well, Who beside me will ever go along with this plans? Don Quixote is going to ditch the classes out of boredom. Same goes with Rodeo. Another will try to take over the classes. Not too much of a work. So she'll look gracious with the excuse that struck her nerve, did I? How come you know so little about yourself and that I have already learned about you? What are you talking about? A bird that has fallen to break itself in time will rot within its confines. I still don't understand what you're talking about. Even as he said so, Sinclair's expression seemed to be more like insanity than confusion to me. Prepare yourself to flit away before the rain. You won't get another chance to experience the opportunity. The night rector giggled flippantly. He suddenly serious attitude never to be seen. When I was to let myself babble on for this long, I suppose I can credit my foolish pupils for that. Prepare to sink away. Look at this motherfucker, it's actually sleeping. It is a combo, any good? Alright, what is it? Oh, we got a master. Woo! Combo. I know that the two of them are gonna be a combo. Of course they are. Ooh, wow, a lot of more with sword. That is like a lot of more with sword. Okay. Now let's get some fear people over here. Fierce people over here. Ooh, that something like that was gonna be. Okay. Oh my god, 2 combos as well. 40 more April Store. Wow. A little bit more. Wow, that's a lot actually. Alright, let's go with this 3. No combo. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, we're gonna beat the dead dude? Well, the undead? Ooh, we're gonna beat some corpse, everybody. Damn, I'm glad I got my head screwed back on. It's a pleasure sight to watch everyone all freaking out about this child's play. Oh, that means news. I've been hearing since I've opened my eyes, and the recovery room sound very enticing. I really wish I was there to watch it all. How the family hates getting arrested for treason. The set of the family are going to someone inexperienced care for the dear family. Not to mention how my lovely little sister, her engaged, called off, and now she's been branded as a traitor to her own blood. As the entertainment in the world seems sorry. As the entertainment in the world seems to have happened to my little nymph, don't you think? I didn't even show a face at the regular assembly, so I doubt you have any concern about the future of Homeland. So just what are you doing here? I just thought I'd have some fun. Okay, well, go ahead. Have some fun. I'm gonna beat your ass. Is that fun for you? Maybe. It looks a little bit masochistic, so maybe actually.
전쟁이 일어나지 않게 하는 것. 좋아, 구조를 파악했어. 꽃처럼 화려하면서 바람처럼 가볍지만 벌처럼 날카롭게.
Ooh, we have a follow-up. Hey.
그 해결사의 역경에 비하면
Alright, let's see, girly. Let's see, girly. What do we got?
봉황의 날개처럼. 전부
Oh. Interesting. Why did she do that? I have no idea, and to be honest, I don't care. She's doing a lot of attacks.
동료를 포기하지 않아.
Why stop now? Decapitate me like the last of death, or stab me in the heart. Cut my limbs to ribbons. Listen, this is still just a spar, okay? We don't have to kill each other for this to end. Ah! No, this isn't this frustrating. You have the opportunity of a lifetime right before your eyes, and you're too weak to use it. You have everyone who finds you on your every step of your way coming to you, practically presenting their heads on a silver platter, and you're just not gonna let them slink away with these scratches? Get your head together. Family here requires silver, and I'm not going to kill somebody just because they're being a bit uncomparative. Get real! Do you have any idea how long it will take for you to gain even a morsel of power by playing this fool's game? Hey, I want to hear a little tip on how you can firmly establish your position as the family hierarch. Kill me in the most horrible, painful, hideous way you can imagine. And hang my corpse by the entrance of that assembly hall over there. Use me to send a clear message. And station every single one of your Heisho packs between every pillar at the assembly hall. And if anybody dares to speak out against you, snip, chop off their heads before they can get another word out. 5 days. It'll only take 5 days before everyone starts eating out of your hand. And that's how you establish yourself as the hierarch. Fear is power. No, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm here to make Hongwen a place where its people can live without fear. I thought a few of our people might understand. I remember how you used to hate hurting people, more so than anyone else. Man, what a boring answer. That was duller than even my Dulex's expectations. It'll only take a few years until you break. Until you become just like them. Just like the family hierarchs of the past who couldn't help but ruthlessly weed out any of the seeds of resistance. Just how many people do you think you still have in the grip of their sanity? Maybe I'm only a few years away from becoming an idiot shuffling aimlessly around down one. I can only hope that I won't be a slobbering mess by the time that happens. If something entertaining is gonna happen, I can only hope that it happens while I'm still sane. Drop and sons your way. Bai Shiatsun found out it difficult to move on. Excellent work, my lady. You have passed the 4th exams with flying colors. You've certainly crushed them for underestimating you. I am... My lady? Yashin-sun seems deeply engrossed in thought. She really has to think about, you know, a lot of little stuff. Also, can I just go back to the window? Yeah, can I go to the window and see how much I have right now? Oh, I guess it's not gonna be, worth it because... Cultivate. Okay, I see. Ah! I see, so that's a lot of things that are gonna help with this. Okay, so what it is. Clear all achievements, makes sense. Discover 15 class combinations, I need just need one more. Ren, okay, I just need all of them to reach 800, that's pretty much fair. Save the Yashin-sun's training to the end. Fair enough. Take every teacher's class. What do I need? What I have one less. Yeah, I'm going to resume my studies. She's feeling awful. She's gonna go to sleep? Okay, that's fine. So then, which one is the combo? What I have over here? It's 2 of them. It's 2 of the morale ones. No? Which one is it? It was Don Quixote. It was Don Quixote and another one, right? I think Don Quixote and Mersault? Oh, this one. This one. Mersault and Otis. But that doesn't restore morale, though. No. No, there's... Yeah, we'll go with this one, I guess. Well, that seems to be in a particular mood today. It so feels this, isn't it? See, June? When this class is end and you guys are leave, I guess I'll be spending my days worried to death that an assassin could pop out of nowhere and kill me at any moment. Consumed by so much paranoia and worry that I'll start twitching at shadows cast from the lamplight. So, would it mean anything for me to, prove to them that I deserve to be the family hierarch? I spent my whole life trying to prove to everyone that I have the will and determination to become the final family hierarch. And now I have to prove it to everyone that I deserve to keep it? To those bastards who only thought in their empty heads is how they can expand it? Have you ever heard of playing hooky before? Playing hooky is a bit of euphemism for eliminating your enemies. Well, I've rarely done it back when I was in school, but when there's too much going on in your head, you just skip school and go on and play. Oh, I've only done it once myself after a friend talked me into it. I agree, it seems that the time for my lady to clear her head has come. Very well, let us play just one hooky. What are you guys doing? Come on, let's get moving. I gotta prove myself, don't I? I gotta have that master rule, don't? She's in a really mad mood today, huh? Already, have you visited the backyard by the little hermitage as of late? No, but I know what happened there. They threw a few dead bodies from the massacre. They did. The scene was overwhelmingly intoxicated that corpses of animals and plants could be seen floating on the surface, eventually turning the pond into a festering black bog. People passing by had to plug their noses as risk of passing out. So, why are you bringing up something awful like that? It seems that the tree had taken root there, my lady, and missed all rot. A willow. The willow tree reached deep into the pond with its roots, clearing out the foul grease, cleansing the water. And one day we found it clear and glittering, thriving with one other aquatic plant growing within. It's recovered from the root, becoming a normal, clear pound surrounded by leaves and moss. Some months ago, they introduced a few crops in their end. When they checked again, they were just as vivacious as they were on the first day there. Would you like to pay a pond visit, if it's alright with you? So she didn't seem to quite buy his explanation, but she followed him anyway. You weren't kidding. I've wanted this place all along. Oh, look at her. Look at her. She's so cute. Oh, she's so cute. And why? Oh, do you have any... Is my boy kind of like afraid of something? What is going on? Why are you so, afraid? What happened, Sinclair? Are you okay, Pookie? I never thought it could be this clean again. I can hardly believe that this pond used to be a rotten bog. All that happened was this tree happened to take root here? Shark? Is it a shark? We'll see. What matters, my lady, is patience and determination. But this is a really shallow place. So I don't think this... If it's a shark, it's like maybe a lemon shark. It might be not that bad. Of course, this place has slipped my mind and it was quite swamped with work, but the world has stronger capacity to heal itself than one might imagine. This isn't a beach, this is a bathtub. There's no sharks in this. There's no sharks in here. Out, everybody, out! Sing-Shun, out! Now, I need you to go out of the bathtub, of the beach. I need to protect you, Sing-Shun. Okay, let me stop right there. Recovery will follow, as long as there's steady root to rally around. After a long way that seemed to frighten even our arms. Nice, you're making good progress. Your form, the light in your eyes. I think you've certainly improved in a lot of things. I dare say you've had some change of heart too. Yeah, I do feel a tad more comfortable than I did before. It went to 100. I knew that what I've met. At least I got, master of this. Alright, so I have to get Heathcliff. Oh. So it's a mandatory with that. Nice. It doesn't teach any of the combos, so you just have to kind of like guess. So let's get these two because these two hate each other, so maybe that will help. And we do have a combo like that, so be able to. No. At this point, I'm just gonna go with combos because I think that's the only thing that I need. Alright guys, here's a new test to help you learn how to break your enemy's morale. The moment you shrink in front of your enemies, you're already lost. So doesn't matter how many there are or how trained they look, eh? Take me for example, I have a return tail inflated like some milksop, no matter what enemy we put against. I don't think you ever have. The nerds will waste time coming up with strategies and have you. Listen, there ain't problem. How the fuck do I do it now? British accents again, oh my god. Oi mate! Love it to the nerves, you waste time coming up with strategy. Fuck it becomes Texan, I don't like that. I'll have to practice that. Ishmael and others would have boldly rushed. Bloody hell, mate. But it hurt first to shake him by his lapels if they had been here. That's what I think. You've never got enough pluck. That's why neither of you could say it's shite against those buggers back in the assembly hall. Am I right? She soon maintained her silence. The old scar on her pride growing sore again. Let me help you grow some backbone. Try to get him mad. Not it's a shrink, lad. Stand proud. Okay, but how could I? Don't worry about offending me, yeah? I can take it. Unlike you two, I've built up enough thick skin for all the cancer failures. Thanks to my years in the backstreets, I'm bloody invincible. Invincible? Yeah, but shut up, Cliff. Go, lad. You're hardly even a teacher, man. This class sucks. All you end up doing is they're standing around and trying to look cool. Oh, that one's gonna think a little. That's it, you show. That's what I would have said back in the day, and I probably would have stuck to you with this hammer. I mean, my club. But I've changed too, and so do you there. I can see that the fire in your eyes has grown. Remember this feeling, eh? I will. Now let's practice. It looks like you both have a perfect pair in front of each other. Grab your weapons, the both of you. Huh? You mean both of us? Mansington? I figure my backbone by getting into fisticuffs with the boys during the backstreet days. They break my arm, I break their legs in return. See what I mean? Is this what this is supposed to mean? Mansington asked with considerable confusion. Well, let's do this, I guess. You don't want me to go easy on you, do you? I don't. Alright, time to beat the shit out of each other. You know what? Yeah, that's how sometimes you gotta beat the shit out of each other. Besties have, have the best on your head, right? And sometimes the best in your head is getting a good beating. I'm talking specifically as friends. Oh, my boy has 900 health? When did you get that much health? Hello?
더 이상 두렵지 않아. 그 해결사의 역경에 비하면 다른 누구도 아닌 나 자신을 들여다봐야 해. 자, 알고 있는 걸 전부 말해. 전부 보인다고.
I don't want to kill my own sinner though, but okay, I can kill my own sinner because I can revive him, so it's fine. But whatever.
바람처럼 가볍지만 벌처럼 날카롭게.
Damn. Okay, you got some. You got some good.
지도자라면 동료를
You got some good
포기하지 않아.
damage now, girlie. Now I can actually consider you also, what if they just fucking did a buff after this, like, intervalo to Ishmael? You know what I mean? Ah, that's good enough. Bloody hell, eh? That was much closer than I thought. Good match. Jeez, then most people usually lose steam the longer the fight gets. What the heck was that at the end? The two of them match with everything they learned and all they learned upon the lessons began. We are literally built upon a fire trial, you know? We are literally built by fire. That was much. That's how this game is like sometimes, you know? We sometimes we beat the shit out of somebody. They literally we beat them to a pole, but in the story they say that they literally were impossible to defeat, and we were destroyed. That happened to Ricardo the first time, like or some no actually some another one. And yeah, we just the story is like, oh, what happened? Yeah, we don't care about that shit. I thought for sure that Yashinshu will come out on top without breaking his sweat, given that Sinclair wasn't just using an identity, and he thought training Yashinshu had as family as a family heritage, but perhaps thanks to the Niger for teacher or thanks to that mark on his forehead. I saw a glimpse of Sinclair had only seen in the select few mirror worlds. You alright, Sinclair? Oh yeah, it's not like we're going at it with real weapons, and the fight ended before I got any further, thankfully, so I'm not hurt or anything. I'm feeling a bit of a fever on my forehead though. This guy is about to literally explode. This is... Do we just found Tanjiro in Limbo's company? Is this Tanjiro? Like anything that happened with the mark manifested back in La Machina, but considering that Damien and Rain were the only other people overshown that mark, I couldn't help but worry a little. Hey, you ever run away from home? Where's this coming from? Going by the way you're acting, it's clear to me that you're a homebody. Oh, sorry. But there's something behind your eyes that tells me that your life hasn't all been sunshine and rainbows. But I couldn't run away from home. It's more likely left home. Because I didn't have a choice. How did that feel? Like I was melting away into nothing. Suddenly, to face the whole terrible world all on my own. It was so overwhelming that, well, sure you can't quite commemorate. You've been on top of your game your whole life, after all. I did live down by my own volition, but if I'm being honest, there's something I never told Wei. I felt unutterably but lost. There was so much I had to do, so much responsibility. I guess neither of us were that ready for the world when we left home. I left just as lost back home, though. And there's Hersliff too. He also left home. Some time ago, we paid a visit to the manor he grew up in. Heading more home must have been pretty exciting for him. You have no idea how much of the journey back he spent gossiping up and grabbing his hair. Oi! Something just came up. Class dismissed. He remembers Catherine. As soon as he kind of remembers Catherine, he's out of there. Like, if there was a remorse chance of thinking of Catherine, he's out. And you know what? It makes sense. It kind of makes sense. Did we get the combo with this dude? I didn't see. Oh yes. Shared pain. Guys. 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 Do you understand what shared pain can as well mean? They went through a journey, you know, they lost everybody, and pretty much they actually just left unfulfilled, you know? It was a really just like really unfulfilling adventure at the end of the day. They were both used, and yeah, they had no power over the things that they were able to do, but they both regained power at the end. They are actually much better. But at the same time, you know something that is really important for these motherfuckers that happened that they lose and they share pain about? They lost their love. They literally lost their love. So that means that fucking Ishmael actually loved Quick. I love that. I love that so much. This is an implicit confirmation that the canon of Quick and Ishmael, that if Quick survived, they could have dated. Yeah, that's because come on, man, come on. It was so obvious that they wanted each other. Come on. So like my Doom Yuri confirmed the Doom Yuri and Limbo's company. Hell yeah. No? So, oh, that one is necessary, okay. Oh, let's get 2 of the... I need there's 2 more, Shi and Yong. So, Shi and Yong, and a little bit more Shi than Yong, so let's do this. Oh, they have combos with the dude, okay. So are you going to teach us any techniques? Only a few days of beginning training, yet my other martial arts master will teach me the secret techniques. And that's what you got your 2-pound analysis and all lessons. Woo-wee. Now it's all good, but very well, I'm on the move. I'm at you decide, maybe I tell you this full trick. Really? Tell me, all I teach you to do was as you swung your sticks. Forget all those things to put pressure on me and face nothing but myself and my movements. That was only the start of it. First, emptiness of sound. The slight friction from the tip of your toes, the ruffle of your clothes, your breath. Erase them all. Erased every ripple and echo you leave upon this world. The night ripple stands before us, but his presence becomes as hasty as this. Despite the wild moments, we hear nothing. Second, emptiness of form. To have a form is to provide your force with clues to prevent your next move. Forget the weapons in your hands, forget the structure of forms. Break the mold. Become the flow. Let your only will remain. Randomness seeps into his movement until all the semblance of a pattern become lost. There was something clownish about his unpredictable moves, but there were also some hypnotic and floating that Yashin students and Flint will look away. Last, emptiness of light. Shining to find the region of your heart, empty your desires and intentions both. Stab without thinking, penetrate without gazing. Both Yashin students and their necks were marked by small imprints of the twig that pressed their skin. And Shiloh, who have been standing next to me all along, had leaped a small distance away, seemingly deep in thought. And my next was too. Guess I wasn't prepared from the lesson. I wonder if this fits that Isan started orders from time to time, to lose one's nose with eyes open. Immerse yourselves, make sure to descend in slow, gradual, but focus entirely on the self without your same profile, so you can find what is it to reach the state of emptiness of mind. Didn't I just say that one must take it slowly and casually? To until your mind already, thought of your mind. Of everything have you entered my tutelage long ago? Am I doing it right? Oh wait, dude, relax more. So Elixir has found herself the clue to the emptiness of form. What technique is this? It's all just movement. At the end of the day, I found it entirely necessary to give them those flashy names. I truly secret that we should come out without. Well, this is supposed to be our ultimate move, right? Would it be more official to give it a name? Well, in that case, we. That's something you would want indeed. Well, let's go with something like Plastered Sleep under Stained Ripples. That name sucks! Welcome to a name for the ultimate move that was probably named next. She looked would be nothing but the cloud from a distance approaches the night drifter. You know, once I saw someone give a lesson like this starting from its very fundamentals. Only can one find a people willing to slowly learn from the very fundamentals in a world of infinite technological advances, like the Veil. I'm only fortunate enough to have found 2 pupils who were indeed willing. Your gate, your turn. Were you among the templates of the East? No. It seems entirely unnecessary for you to take us. I don't quite recall putting anything on your tab. Put your future questions to rest, for I have no answers to give. The past is like smoke. I've long captured your name and started working with anything too. Interesting. I need a bunch of sheen. I need a bunch of sheen. Let's see what do we got that with the dude. Okay. I need a bunch of shing, and let's me see if I get another one. This one is the best. We're gonna get a lot of young, but that's fine. We are gonna get some shing on the other one, so it's fine. Well, I'm supposed to teach this class, but honestly, I'm not entirely sure what to do here. You know, like I can settle and teach you guys how to hear the phantoms of other people's art. Yeah, it's like we can suddenly have a heart-to-heart of moment, right? That we have installed this one called Messages from the Heart, but the door key the lessons first begins. Message from the hearts. The current strength of the message from the heart is anonymity here. People can anonymously share the concerns that have been eating away at them without the fear of judgment. Yeah, that seems like a great idea. I can see how everyone can be more honest about their feelings behind the mask of anonymity. The box is quite heavy. It seems that everyone's making one deliberate use of this. Let's see the one that bottom has to be the first message. Let's see what it is. Oh, I've got to ask, do these consultations even do anything? Does this mask of anonymity even do anything? Also, what's the point of these messages anyway? I've got the if you got to winch at the face. Well, I got much else to say. I've got one. My neighbor next door keeps making weird noises at night, so I'll do something about that, yeah? Something about smoking head over and over again. The point is, if it's getting on my nerves, it doesn't take care in a week. I'll deal with it on my own way. Deal with it how? It is all just personal grievances. Let's see what the next one has. Whether it's Harold the executor will talk useless creature. Okay. If you're going to continue wasting the extended precious time and cause them trouble, I will personally hold you responsible for that blunder. You best prepare yourself for the consequences. Whoa, it's like she's right here speaking right into my ear. Never thought written words could cause hearing damage. Moving on. I don't know if it's just me, but someone probably been spying on these papers, huh? I've got proof too. I folded this piece of paper into a padlock knot shape, but whoever spied on it, I did a pretty bad job of replacing it. Oh, and another thing, my compass disappeared. It is the compass I got for surviving the hellish depths of the bell more eccentric. We're going to have to reestablish some household rules here. A theft report? Did one of you steal her compass or something? No way, we'll never steal from each other, no matter how hard it is. That's actually gonna be a big point later on the story. I am 2000% sure that is going to be really important later on. Straight up. Something troubles me. Oh, finally, someone submitted a real concern here. Was it the type I wired the explosion, or was it the... okay. The likeness has been found. Do not concern yourself with this message. Well, that was a guess. Look, I feel like I should really share this with someone. This might be something fun. I can just let this slip away like nothing happened, you know? Yeah, I'm talking about the incident that happened aboard Memphis some time ago. Remember how someone smashed an alarm clock against Dance's head while they were sleeping? None of ended up figuring out what happened there, right? You're going to have to bring me up to speed on some of this. Yeah, I don't know exactly when this was, but there was a loud shouting noise outside at night. So we'll run outside and see what happened. But no one managed to find the credible source, so I guess we just let it slide. Anywho, Dante said that they were A-okay, so we just moved on from it, but I'm telling you, I saw what I saw. I saw Greg's buckle. So here's my guess. What if I happen to lose his balance while carrying the alarm clock while one hand? The alarm clock broken due to the okay. And there are only two individuals who were breaking the guys, this is turning into a whole investigation. I don't think to the one. Did you have a break with Fonda that morning? Not that you think about it, I did have a talk with Fonda briefly. Was made a few criticisms on my command shell, and then she was right. But I pretended to hear because I didn't have anything to start with it. Don't tell me Foss actually have a grudge against me for that. So fellas, I don't know if one of them said it, but as you know, Major, but there's only two amongst us who know. Well, one of them stayed up in his own room. You know what I mean? There's a witness too. Unless that witness is a cowardly liar. I'm sure she will come forward and tell everyone exactly what happened. I shall prove to thee that I'm not a cowardly wearer of lies. In truth, among numerous cosplays I had wished to accomplish was the duo of Captain Scorps and the one-eyed navigator. Aha! To explain the lore, Captain Scorps is again. The possibility of procuring a scorpion. Okay, yeah. And young Ismail Compass was to be Captain's dragon, and for that purpose I had briefly borrowed from the room. Woe is me, for I have regularly spilled an entire can of tuna and another prop, and the compass was sullied by its greasy juices. Despite my best effort to restore it, the tuna in your armor lingers still. I beg the forgiveness, but it just squares. Well, at least we know who took his accomplice. Frustrating. Okay. Is this like a code? Take the translation, please? Yeah, trying to parse that from written text is seriously way harder. And I'm gonna try to read the speaker's tone and generally context of the word, so... Unfortunately, the plot thickens. Ooh, the plot thickens. Just like my blood. Nausea bubbled inside me like I'd just been reminded of a persistent itch I managed to forget. I think it's gonna be Rhodia. Yep, Rhodia is the one who did that, and that's gonna be a fucking predecessor because she and Gregor are going to probably do something not so good about, you know, Label's company, so yeah. Yikes, maybe? Is this gonna be good? Oof. Guys! Alright, that's it, I'll get rid of. I'm going to confront the sword and tell him like the... Okay. Now where is he? Hey, nice head. I mean, looks like the one person to get to the bottom of this. Dante, very well. Is this okay? Apologies are in order. Ever since the incident, I could hardly fool my fellows to restful sleep. In truth, it was none other than myself who planned. Oh, okay. So you did it. To explain this, one must first explore the sentence. Oh. I seek nothing but your forgiveness. I can't believe the couple was that sinner. Good thing we fessed up. He doesn't feel off about the whole thing. What if he's trying to take the heat? But it seems to me that the sin number one doesn't want to shoot the story any further. It lets me don't dig into it unnecessarily. Oh, hello, Dante. I was taking a walk near here when I found a piece of paper somebody tore off, so I'm reunited here. Hope it finds the way to original writer. Does return the sinner, one of our one sinner. Oh, this has to be the key to resolve this case. The truth of the world must transpire. You ever find yourself wondering if the crack and fire line thing out the top of the magic is sort of like a real fire, or would give him okay, yeah. Don't worry about it, Yisang. It's not like we have any other way to tell other than touching it ourselves. Indeed, unproven phenomena cannot be confirmed without direct means of observation. Their sleep must be pretty tired. Indeed, the ticking noise has strengthened bone. It seems that we have just heard thought. What if we just to quickly check while the matter is asleep? As the sound of phlegm sinking past my gullet makes far too much noise for this task. Yeah, well, I'm just finding out how loud my heartbeat can get. Oh, you think? The alarm next to the manager. It's about to go off. You have a minute at most. I should interpret within the timepiece. Look at you, right, playing a played out part. Oh. So, okay, that's funny. Okay. Sorry, Dante. I should have put it in front of Fern about it, but I was so adamant about utterly punishing the culprit that I couldn't bring myself to, you know. Can't deny that. Tell the truth in time. To tell you know the truth. Oh shit. I think I have an idea why you've been made a student alongside musician. It must be something that the company was expecting from me, but it's just showing up, so they must be making me take this class to compensate for it. Everyone else is partly facing their own issues and slowly overcoming them. While I'm still here feeling like I'm stagnating in place. They've been telling me that my time's yet to come, but I don't know. I just feel like that ship might sail for me already. It was clear to me that Sinclair wasn't just talking about physical training or some like voices. It's about something more than half the sinners had faced and were facing at this point, about his past and the path that lies ahead. The guilt and the pressure of having failed to confront it was never going to be easy for him to let go. I don't think anybody's got the perfect idea of how the whole trajectory of their life is going to be. That's what we'll arrange the bus, right? You know, like, you can't just shout at me at the and to get the like help with us. Oh, I will if I have to. Whatever would that was, you can manage to take it on, huh? All I heard was ticking noise. Oh, sorry about that. What Nancy said was, hey, don't bother. I just need a quick glance at to feel the tick-tock with my heart. Thus, the curious case of the alarm clock came to an end. So, what do you think guys Ryoshi was trying to say? Two culprits. Guy with nightlish nightmares and night later. Ah, I see. Sinclair messed up for a moment, throwing the awkward silence. Day 30. So this is the last one? I guess I'm going to get as much in as I can because that's the only one that I don't have at 400. But just in case, I'm gonna put some more out because yeah, I need it. Okay, what combos do we got? Do we got any with Artisan Mersault? Yes, all settlement. Okay, if that works. Okay, I got them all to 800. Hell yeah! Finally, the 30 days of lessons were completed, and the day of the final exam was upon us. Yvonne came out of too big. Good luck to Yashin-san on her way to the final exam. My lady, I have nothing but absolute faith that you will be able to complete this final exam. This is excellence that you have altogether. And most likely you will be facing off against a skilled foe from the Shui or the Shi family. Of course, you will doubtless wipe the floor with them. I have told you all that I know. I heard why you gave you permission to leave this boot camp. You got this, Jason. You don't have to come all the way to see me off. You still haven't anything that you will not tell you, my lady. However, Sinclair and I have also prepared about 21 alternative solutions in case things go awry. So please don't worry about yourself too much. Do you have faith in me or not? Upon entering to the classroom, we were greeted by the unexpected guest. Nothing really, so she should have so many teachers from all walks of life helping her out. It had been a while since we last saw Shui Baoshai, which was during the regular assembly. What are you doing here, big sis guy? I could have stopped myself from buying you all a biscuit out of pity, if only sure to unbow you both, so you might have done nothing, like nothing happened. Our blossoming years will have been peaceful still. Big sis. Please stop talking to me like that. I didn't know you could even say such a thing. About you, has always been this way. If a fruit has fallen ribbon, if we have to seize it and taste the juices before everyone else, we can just let go. We can just stand in the emptiness. My brother couldn't, my parents couldn't. But you, who was born and raised in the same old soul you were, hiding away so softly, so lightly. I don't. My foot run along the light. Every step, every sight I hold in my eyes, as the day goes by, fills me with abundance. I'm only trying to trust everything as it is, without asking for more or less. But how can you but watch when you were surrounded by such fragrance? What more do you say, big sis? I want to be closer that my hands may reach you. Have you already forgotten who sent you that gas lecture? Confused Pelican? Isn't the head to the exam site, is it? No, it's not. It's headed to the big stage action exam site. Blasted scoundrels. I'm rising after the Pelican before I lose track of them. The boys printed outside from the fall bunch of fights. I tried, huh? Well, shouldn't we all get going? Calm yourself down for a moment. Single self came between us. It has been 2 months since the Pelican was departed. It is better to move based on concrete evidence than Russian safe, though. And bees seem to have chosen the latter. I heard the faint sound of hooves coming from the direction Simple was counting. Oh shit, he became the fucking horse. So this is what you've chosen. Yes, the senses she's taken thus far were all meaningless lies. I could have shared this earlier, but I decided to follow my own friends and have decided to follow yours. Roger smells sweetly. So now, what fragrance do you smell from me? I smell nothing. Xiao Bahai left the room wordlessly upon hearing that reply. Oh shit, we got the thing completed. So now we're gonna have to fucking fight, huh? It's time to tussle, hustle, and bustle. Okay, guys. I think that's a lot actually. That's a lot to come through. So I think we are gonna have to take a small break for the next time. Okay, everybody. I don't think anybody will have any objections out of that, right? Yeah, let's get that at 100. $690. Hell yeah. So now I'm actually going to just do some mirror dungeons later on, and well, do some mirror dungeons later on, maybe today, or I don't fucking know, tomorrow I'm gonna probably do them. And that would be because I'm getting some like some of that with this. So I think I'm gonna do 2 of them, and I'm gonna be able to get my boy. I'm gonna be able to get sorry. I think I'm gonna be able to get my boy over here with only 2 more of the dungeons that I have to do. So yeah. After that, I'm going to focus on getting my mime leveled up as much as I can. Alright, everybody. Well, it was a lovely time, wasn't it? Interesting song. This is a song that it's really underground, I guess. I think I'm going to go and eat some spicy food right now. I'm gonna eat a spicy soup. But everybody, well, it was a lovely. Ooh. Oh. This is kind of nasty. This is kind of nasty, though. This is kind of nasty. But it was a lovely time either way, everybody. Do we want to like rate into somebody? I don't know. I don't think so right now for today. For today, it seems like it's better to just like, you know, give it a rest. My boss as well is not doing, you know, yeah, for the moment I think I'll have to just go and rest. And of course, eat something because I'm gonna have to read. Well, everybody, you know how it is. As always, gamers, have yourselves a really goddamn a good one. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. I'm gonna try to like see if I can stream tomorrow, you know? So yeah. Take care, everybody, and have a nice one. I love that song. I'm really vibing with the song. It seems like okay. I have this playlist for like Spotify. This is a electronic music playlist, and just now it actually kind of caught up to what I want from it. Because before it was kind of like giving me some different stuff, but this is kind of what I want actually. And this is underground as well. This is only have 50 people, 50,000 people only listen to that band. So yeah. Well, maybe not that underground, but still, you know, not people know about them that much. Either way, I'm sailing. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.